What's up, everybody? Welcome back to your favorite wrestling podcast. It is the Monday Night Wave, baby, and we are back. And as a matter of fact, I believe this is episode 99. I believe we got 99 things like just lined up already for present.
The price is on the can.
99. The price is on the can. You feel me? We got a lot loaded up here in this episode here today. We're going to cover AEW Raw, SmackDown, some predictions for Revolution tomorrow. Yeah, we got a lot to talk about, so let's, not wasting your time here. I go by Jet, aka the Lonely One, aka Podbreaker, Pods and Reed, Podwell Jacob Friedman, because I pod better than you know it. Misrespected Jumper's back in the building, ladies and gentlemen. But you know what time it is. He's back. Finally, The Rock has come back to the wave. Mr. Heroic, would you please take it away from here?
He is a wild card. He is the king of gorgeous. He is Mr. Sexy Ass Lottery. And that's not just me saying it. Everybody's saying it. His name is 4 letters, 1 word. You are cursed. Hero. And I am he. Hero Hausen. And I am glad to be back. To the Monday Night Wave. And before the DEO goes, I just gotta ask, is it me? Or does it feel like someone turned on the way back machine? It's NBA records are being broken. The Gorillas dropped an album. Resident Evil and Pokemon released within a week within each other. We're back in a war with the Middle East. I feel 12 years old again, and it feels good to be young, doesn't it? But someone that I've known longer than 12 years, the third Mike, my man.
Time is a flat circle. We're just, we're just doing revolutions around the sun, and then America is just doing the same shit every 10 years. You know what I'm saying? We have seen this story 3 times in a row, as far as I'm concerned. Leave it to the whites. It's your boy, the third Mike, DT. Honestly, I'm not ghostwriting none of this shit right now. I'm gonna be honest. I have put some ideas up. Clearly, no one is listening to me. I don't know what to say. I'm absolutely flabbergasted at what is being done on television at this point. So,
you know what? You're right. You got really high standards. That's right, because you are our DEO.
That's not sticking. We're not doing that. So don't start trying to chant it. Don't start trying to do the dance. Oh my God! All right, come on. Let's get to the news segment. Let's do it. Did y'all talk before the pod to just decide y'all were gonna do that or something?
I was gonna do it before, but he took the bit. I'm just gonna rock with it. It's a great lob.
I popped when you first said it.
Portland, say hello to your DEO.
Oh man!
Oh, this is great. Oh man!
Disturbing behavior.
We have a lot to talk about here, and it's funny that you mentioned that you just are not writing anything right now. I did something I said I wasn't going to do, and
what was that?
I watched Unreal.
SmackDown? Oh,
that you got me there. This week we found out that Road Dogg resigned from head writer of SmackDown. Right? And I was like, man, resigning is kind of crazy. He's part of the circle, the Triple H's boy. I never would have thought that he would have resigned. And so I was like, let me get some context of what the hell is going on here. Let's go to Unreal, right? I put on first episode of Unreal. Everything with the superstars, I like. And when you have Seth and Becky and Penta and them talking about where they're coming from, what they're doing and their characters, I fuck with. Mm-hmm. As soon as we get to that goddamn writing room, I want to punch a fucking mouse. It's the dumbest shit that be happening, and you can tell it's people that just were looking at dollars, and I get that, but there's no love for the game. There's no passion here. There's nothing like there's y'all dropping 83 points and you getting fouled, right? Like you're shooting 46 free throws. Like, it's just no love for the game here. And that's how I felt,
I forgot. Hold on. See, I forgot that.
Thank you, because I did bring up basketball.
Oh my God. Okay, listen. Let's get this out of the way. Because clearly you a Laker Kobe guy. So let's get this out the way. Let's spend maybe a minute and a half.
Okay.
I'm going
going back to the real after this.
Does he get a minute to be O'Shea? Because
no, boy was bugging. Boy was bugging. Boy said it's fixed. They set this up. This is all conspiracy theory, Jack.
No one
Take the tinfoil hats off.
No one that has a wrestling podcast should say that something is fixed. We literally covered something is fixed. So
that's how he knows, bruh. You gotta open your third eye. That's how he knows.
So real quick,
he was bugging.
Get your beefs off.
To be completely honest, I don't have any beefs because for me, like Kobe was bigger than the 81. Right? I'm a true like Kobe fan. The 81's cool, great. He broke it. Great, good for Bam. Now you still gotta go out there every day and prove something. You can't be 83 and no hardware. Kobe got 81 hardware. Wilt got hardware. Like you gotta like back that up. So I have no feelings against Bam. I did see those fourth quarter clips, and they were egregious.
Did you see the game?
First, second quarter?
First, second, and third quarter?
First, second, third quarter?
Okay.
First, second, and partial to third quarter? Boy was balling. Bugging out.
Partial to third quarter? Okay, first of all.
When he got 70, he started acting crazy.
Bro, because I'm right there. There's 9 minutes left. I'm right there. And if y'all didn't want me to get it, y'all should. When I went motherfucking 9 for 10 and 31 out of 34 points in the first quarter, you should have did something then.
Yeah. Zaza Pachulia, Kawhi Leonard. I know exactly what you should have did. But
hey, Jalen Rose against the Lakers in 01, huh?
Jalen Rose me. Jalen Rose me.
Since you just want to talk about egregious, unethical basketball.
I have nothing against Bam getting the 83, right? I said that before. It's just niggas shooting 46 free throws is kind of crazy. But the thing is, you also have to make 36 of them goddamn free throws. And he did. Bad basketball.
For 3 quarters,
bad basketball.
For 3.5 quarters of that game, they were fouling him. They tried triple teaming him. They tried fronting him. They tried trapping him. All those different things, and it wasn't working. Okay? Whose fault is that?
Is this nigga under his desk?
You remember
that nigga popped up like
yes,
Undertaker in a casket match.
I was trying to fix something. Yeah.
I saw a dread pop up, nigga. Like, and you know he got lights too. I heard the gong, nigga. His dread head pop up under the desk.
Do you remember Scary Movie 2? He looked like Homegirl coming out the television, or was that Scary Movie 3?
The Grudge.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, what the hell is going on here? Okay. We're not a basketball podcast. I said my piece. I have nothing against it. Your boy good. He's good in my book. They just got to go out there and go get some more now, or prove that you're worthy of being in that conversation. Otherwise, you're gonna be the nigga they skip over. And
hey, they might do it in a conversation, but they can't do it in the record books.
It's true. You can't. You absolutely cannot.
So.
But niggas will talk about you greasy for the rest of your life if you do not get no hardware. I'm just letting you know. Go get you a chip, nigga. Get you one. Get you a chip in 82. 83, you're good to go. Anywho, getting back to my point of WWE Unreal, I dislike that writing room so much. Like, I don't like the way that people are talking in there. I don't like the way the niggas who are in charge are like, y'all. It's like analytic guys. It's the guys who tell you that's not a good shot and never play basketball. Like, I'm not talking about H and Road Dogg. Of course, y'all were in the ring and y'all know, wrestling and whatnot. But it's everybody else outside that where it's just like, no, bro. Like, No.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's
dislike
mostly
it.
because they're like actual TV writers, so they
And
just
you can
like
tell.
they're just like throwing shit. I mean, yeah. I don't like Unreal. I'll be the old man
It's
yelling at the cloud. I like a little kayfabe. I don't need to see a lot of shit
I
or
had
hear a lot of
enough of
shit.
it. I had to turn it off. Like I normally I can watch like a whole episode or something like an hour and a half. Shout out to Paradise. But like when I'm watching this, I'm like, I had enough here. I'm gonna turn this bitch off. Like, no. So getting back to Road Dogg, I don't know if all the weight of SmackDown should truly rest on him, because he was also trying to throw out like pitches for Truth and whatnot. He's trying to throw out pitches for Chelsea and whatnot, but everything was getting denied. This is all factual and documented here. So I can't like pin all of the down failures on him, because he may have some good ideas, but just couldn't get them shits off because H didn't want to approve that, or Paul didn't want to approve that. So
Well, okay, so
it sucks.
from what I've seen, the reason why he resigned is because he had a bigger role, and that role got reduced. When SmackDown was 2 hours, right before it went back to 3 hours, when people said it was ass, he was the lead writer during that time. And then once it switched to 3 hours, he had a reduced role, and apparently, at least allegedly, he didn't like the reduced role. He wanted what he already had, and that's one of the reasons that he resigned, is from what I saw.
And which is kind of crazy, like to diminish or punish a man for he was attempting to try. He wanted to give us a payoff for Cena and Truth, right? That's something he wanted to like keep, to flush out. He wanted to give us more stuff with Chelsea Green. That's all that they showed, so that's all I can really like use here. But he was attempting to do that. So once again, I don't know if I can blame him for everything. Like,
No, it's a team. It's
definitely,
writing team.
especially in their setting. It's all the team, like environment here, especially at that table. So shout out to Road Dogg, man. Hopefully, I see he got some appearances. He's out there with Billy going back on tour. Like, so
Shaking
go get your check, man. Yeah, go get your check. In news, we also have the My AEW new app here. It looks like they had dropped a new streaming service for the international fans, the Canadian fans, I believe, and it's not Canada. Canada has another distribution deal, but I know it's UK specific. So UK, Europe, Spain, that whole broader demographic. But yeah, they've dropped their own streaming service. It does the pay-per-views. It has the weeklies of AEW Dynamite and Collision. They also upload the ROH episodes as well, so you have a hub for everything AEW in one place. Prices was not bad at all. I see a lot of people were actually excited to see that. I think the first tier is like $7.99, the second tier is about $20, and then the yearly is about $120, which kind of equals out to about $10 a month. So for $10 a month, you get all of the AEW catalog for the year. I don't think that's a bad idea. I think that's a great solution for a lot of fans. I also see that now in the event of, hey, we don't have a place to go, you now have your own site where you can funnel everything. You have something that is now yours, right? And that's in any business. Having something that's just yours is a good idea. So shout out to them. I did not see this coming. I didn't hear no wind of it. It just shadow dropped, and now we got My AEW. So what were you guys' thoughts on that? How do you guys pick that up? What's something that you would like to see? What's some concerns? What we got?
So I think it's a good idea. I think it's long overdue, but things take time. My concern is how it's going to, like, what the interface is going to look like. How's the connectivity going to be? Like, I feel like a typical thing you would be concerned with an app. Like, I remember when first getting Peacock, I was like, this shit is trash. I mean, it still kind of is, but it's not because of the lack of content per se. It's just I don't like the way. I don't, like, if you can't watch a show if it already started, otherwise we'll just like restart the whole thing. Like, yeah, so it's those minute details, I guess, are my own concern. Other than that, I think it's a really good idea. My only critique is that I think the name is absolutely fucking terrible. I think it's a really bad name. What would you have named it? I don't know, but it wouldn't be My AEW. I don't know though. Like, I just think the name is terrible. But other than that, I think it's a good idea, and I think the pricing is good too.
You got to give us some ideas of what a name would be.
I'm not on there. I'm not on AEW Unreal. I don't know. What happened to
Because anything else
Shockwave?
would be lost in like, I think anything else would be lost in translation. If you said, "Oh, the Elite channel," it's like that's not going to give you the AEW branding. Like,
No.
what would you just do? Like AEW TV? Like, what would you? I don't know. I have no idea. Like what you would.
I didn't expect you guys to ask me what I would do. I didn't workshop anything. All I'm saying is, I think that's a terrible game. I just think it's terrible. I just wish I was in the room with them so I could be like, can we try something else?
And it could also change, you know. Like,
and I mean, it could warm up on you too. Yeah, I mean, like, you know, it could warm up on me. I just think, yeah, I don't know. I just feel like my AEW is, I don't know. I think it's awkward.
You got any thoughts, DT?
I think it's a fantastic idea. I think it's a fantastic price. I think it's a great. They should hype it up more, and I know why they're probably not doing it, or at least we're not seeing it as much in the U.S. Because they wanted to be, they wanted to be for the international, and they want to make sure they care. So there's probably more advertising for people on international servers or in different countries. But, you know, if you have access to a means, a way around that, you should definitely subscribe to my AEW and get all of your elite wrestling content.
For sure. If you got yourself an Uncle Vinny and an Aunt, you know, Pauline and, you know, and Aunt Nicole, go ahead and get you, go talk to your family members. Go get yourself checked out. Because I went over to Aunt Nicole's house today, and the quality on my AEW, it's pretty solid.
Nice.
That's what you want.
It was pretty solid. There's no picture-in-picture. You get everything there. So, like, from what I seen, no ads. You know, me and Aunt Nicole had a great time checking it out. It was actually, I think we watched the entire Dynamite on it. So yeah, it was good. We'll see what that looked like. I got to go back over to her house tomorrow for Revolution, but you know, we'll see how that pans out with, you know, the amount of traffic on, you know, that. So
I just started understanding what the hell you guys are talking about.
And by you doing that, you're blowing up the spot. Listen.
I didn't say nothing. I was trying to remember what uncle you're talking about. Like, I was like, I don't remember meeting this aunt, but I don't.
Next topic.
Keeping the realms of PLEs and pay-per-views, NXT is doing stand and deliver on YouTube. I've seen some mixed reviews on this. I've seen some bitter shots. I've also seen some, like, okay, they're on YouTube. For me personally, YouTube's a great platform. Like, I don't know why we're bugging here. Like, if it's for free, you can watch the PLE for free. Cool. Like, it's wrestling. It's wrestling, and it's available on a platform that everybody has. I don't know how you could be mad at that. From a business side of it, I guess you could say that, well, how come they're not on Netflix? How come they're not here? I don't know. I'm not in those goddamn rooms. I have no idea why. But I do know contracts expire, and in the meantime, while you're negotiating where you're going to be, we need a place to go. So here we are. Especially in the avenue that WWE does their brands, like they will. This brand goes here, this brand goes there. Like, just because you got SmackDown and Raw on Netflix doesn't mean we wanted NXT. Or if we did want NXT, that's a whole different price point. So it's just business. So we'll see what happens here. I don't know if it's going to be a forever location. I don't see how it could hurt the product at this moment. But for me, I mean, okay, it's on YouTube. Ta-da! Wasn't the AAA show also on YouTube?
Yep, and those do well.
Yeah, and I think that was their test run, you know, because those numbers, every time it's on, AAA does really good on their YouTube numbers. So I think that was a good test run. And yeah, like you said, if it's free, you know, AW Dark, that was on YouTube. NWA Power used to be on YouTube, which is how I used to watch it years ago. Whatever.
All the AEW pre-shows are on YouTube.
Yeah, and it's like, yeah, pretty much. If you have anything electronical as far as like a smart device, you probably have YouTube or you have access to YouTube. So it's not like, I didn't understand the negative discourse about it. To me, it just seems like a no-brainer for the time being. And then as of right, so their contract ran out on Peacock, but the Saturday night main events are still on Peacock as of right now. Yep. But yeah, like you said, it really reminds me of like superhero movies, and like how Sony owns Spider-Man, and he can only show up if there's other Marvel heroes and shit. Like it's really aggravating, but I think YouTube is a good choice.
Yeah, so. That's just the safest option. You got any closing thoughts, DT?
Yeah, it'd be great if WWE came up with their own website where they just housed all of their content and you could watch it for one low rate a month.
Man, it's crazy.
Man, and then what if they called it a network and they only charge like $9.99 for it?
Whew.
It's crazy.
It was crazy, man. That's a great idea. I wonder what happened to that.
Man.
I wonder why they haven't done that. Man, you would have thought.
No.
They should test it out.
They should. I mean, I think they leave money on the table.
Who would have thought? Speaking of ideas and bad ideas, earlier this week, I believe we saw the clip with Steph DeLander on SRS talking about the TNA contracts and how like they get paid, and how some people are on like contracts and some people are day rates, right? Where you get paid for your day and then that's it. We'll book you for February or March 14th. And then from now on until we call you, you are on your own. You're an independent worker. This is odd. At least for me. Because in the realm that I've been exposed to in wrestling, it's always been like, hey, we have them for 5 years, a 5-year contract. We have this person over for a 6-year contract. Cool. To hear that not only is she on a day rate, but also in the same interview, she was talking about how she paid for her own medical, right? She paid for her own surgery. It all came out of pocket. There was no reimbursement. There was no, here's your direct doctor. And even she had mentioned that, in the WWE and in AEW, they have particular medical like situations that, medical procedures, or not procedures, but like processes that you go through. For TNA not to have that is insane, bro. Absolutely fucking nuts. And all I could think about was Chris Bay, right? Like, if you don't have a medical, like process and something like that happens, and if he's paying all that out of pocket, and which is also crazy, because I'm not mistaken, around that time, there was a crazy GoFundMe for him.
Yeah, no,
like,
it was. Yep.
Like, that's unacceptable, bro. Absolutely unacceptable. Like, that's a poverty brand. I'm sorry, I said it. Poverty brand, bro. Like, that's nuts to me.
That's funny.
Maybe they can't afford it, like literally.
So and that could be the case.
We like
poverty.
In order to keep us from being in the red, select few get a year-long or 2-year-long contract. We expect them to be here consistently. For everybody else that's on the brand, we'll pay you as we book you. So from a TNA standpoint, it makes sense. Is it right? No. But does it make sense? Yeah. So they just now got the AMC deal. It's gonna take a minute. They trying to get hot. They done partnered with the big whale, and they getting talent to come over there and they're trying to draw eyes so they can raise the price. You can't sell a brick if niggas don't know you selling one. Just tell me what you want me to do.
And let me go back and also like reiterate that wasn't a shot at Chris Bay, nor do I know his situation.
That boy is like extra mobile right now. It's good to see.
I did see that. His videos
he's looking good.
His videos make me smile. When I see them, it's like, yo, like that's fire, bro. And it pops up in the most random times for me. I don't think I follow him, but just being in the wrestling ecosphere, like you'll see like videos of him, and yeah, man, shout out to that boy. Like he was working out, like he's in the gym. Like that's something else, bro. Any closing thoughts we have here? Anything we want to get off our chest here? Oh, my bad. One more thing we can get off the chest. Pat McAfee might not be coming back.
Yeah, good riddance.
That's crazy.
Oh, there's the ISO. I called it.
I mean, he'll probably have a match at Mania. He'll probably be part of the Jelly Roll match or something. But I mean, we love to use the word fatigue when we get sick of stuff, and I had Pat fatigue years ago, and I'm really good on it.
Would you say
it's not that he's.
Would you say you were early to the party? Could you smell the rain on the horizon with that one?
I guess I could, but I mean, I don't know. I just, yeah, no, I don't know. I had Pat fatigue. It's not that he's bad, but I think Joe Test is doing amazing. I think Wade Barrett's doing amazing. We know Michael Cole and Corey Graves. So I mean, I think it's a good team. And then, if he wants to come back, I mean, no one can stop him. But like the last time he came back, you could tell he wasn't really paying attention to the product because he didn't know niggas' names. He didn't know the storylines. It doesn't seem like he's something that he's as passionate as he used to be when he first got into it.
Mm-hmm.
And also it seems like he's really burnt out on the travel, which I totally understand because it's like he's flying private jets to go back to Indy and then to do wherever he films his show, and then he has to go to wherever Raw is, and you're doing that on a weekly basis. It seems tiring. So
that's tough.
Yeah.
I don't mind Pat. I think Pat and Cole is a great one too. Personally, don't really like Wade Barrett. That's just me personally. Graves is cool. Joe Test, it has an amazing voice, but also bores me at times. But no, like nothing like I can say is on him. It's just me. These are all my faults. These are my issues here. Yeah, I don't know. I don't want to see Pat in the ring. I don't want to see him wrestle Gunther again. oh God, fuck. That reminds me. That was another thing in Unreal. Fuck. Is that
when the homie said, we should have Pat win because it'd be too predictable if Gunther won.
Bro.
What?
But even then, they still made him look good because they made Gunther like, hey Gunther, you gotta like show him some respect at the end of the match. And Gunther, I remember like Gunther just shook his hand and like walked off, or like gave him the salute and like walked off at the end of that match. And I was like, why the fuck is Gunther doing this? And I watched fucking Unreal and I got mad all over again. Like, no, bro. No. And that's why I mean these niggas don't know how to write. They don't know the game, bro. They don't know the game. Let me book SmackDown for 3 months. I would have black superstars on UPN shows today.
It's crazy because UPN don't even exist.
But they're gonna be there. Don't even worry about it.
They're gonna be standing on the lot.
I had Trick Williams on Moesha today.
Nah.
And I miss that era of like, just wrestling crossovers with TV shows and sitcoms and whatnot. Like,
yeah, I think the last. Well, no, there's been others, but like the last big one I remember was like Roman Reigns on one of the Nickelodeon shows. I don't remember what show it was. It might have been iCarly or something. But yeah, you don't see it as much anymore.
Pop question. Play some black superstars on some sitcoms. Who do you think would fit well on certain sitcoms? Like, we placing, Bianca Belair and like the Steve Harvey show, the Jamie Foxx show, Wayne's Bros. Where would you place a black superstar on a black TV show? Who's going to be the guest superstar, and what's the show?
If I have to do a current show, every black superstar is going to have a cameo on Abbott immediately.
That's fire. The Oba and Abbott would be funny as fuck.
Lash with Ava, that would be hilarious. Yeah, yeah. That's my answer.
R-Truth and Abbott. Great.
R-Truth with him and the janitor. That'd be that's comedy. That's comedy.
R-Truth would be Mr. Johnson's brother. That's really what it would be. R-Truth would be Mr. Johnson's brother.
Because I miss the era of like watching celebrities in certain shows and like the cameo appearances, like that was great TV. That was great times.
Yeah, have Naomi and Bianca on Girlfriends. I'd put Trick Williams on Malcolm and Eddie. Man, who would I put on Moesha though? Like that.
Carmelo.
I'd put R-Truth on the Parkers. Have
Okay.
have Monique chase R-Truth. Or so- uh, about 1-on-1, who would be good? Shit.
Man,
Now we
great
gotta look
shows,
at the
too.
whole UPN. Yeah, the whole UPN roster.
You got anything
I put
DT's pondering?
Becky Lynch on Star Trek Voyager. I know you said black people, but and respect for sinners. She's
Voyager would be
Irish.
fire. I still gotta catch her in the new Star Trek series. I gotta check that out. I gotta give me a Paramount account.
I might be able to send you that.
DT, you are you okay, brother?
Let me get Sol Ruka on half and half. It's a triple on top. Don't ask me how.
You might as well add Kiana James to it too. Might as well.
I think he's an asshole for that.
That's Buddy. You want to talk about the writers' room? That's Buddy right there. He's talking.
That's crazy. He's an ass, bro.
Hey, what he gonna say?
Yeah, I think that if we had put Trick in like something like sitcom wise, he's out of here. Like, I think it's only a matter of time. I think Trick is gonna be the second coming of Rock as far as they're gonna find him and put him in shows.
Somebody literally tweeted, I think yesterday or the day before, they were like, it was yesterday because that was Raw or SmackDown. They were like, man, I'm sad. Hollywood gonna come grab Trick in like 2 years.
For sure.
He ain't gonna see his full potential.
The facial expressions that he was doing with the whole Fatu stuff, it was like comic gold. Like, it was hilarious. They gonna swipe him up.
Yeah, it's only a matter of time.
He'll be in Scary Movie 7.
WWE does like their horror cameos.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I like that a lot. I gotta ask Mr. H a question here. Last week or last episode, we had talked about choosing your entrance music. If you're a wrestler today, your entrance music, we're paying for the clearance. What's your theme song you're coming out to?
Wait, before you go, did you hear our choices?
No.
See?
It's crazy.
You know what?
It's a bad connection in the Philippines. My bad.
Yeah. That's what happened when you're on the Amalfi Coast. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
Italians in clear blue water on yachts.
Eating pears and shit. I ain't never had a pear.
I don't like pears. Wow. That's a really, really good question. Cold Blooded by Kid Cudi.
I should have figured that it would have been something Kid Cudi. That should have immediately checked out for me. Fair.
Niggas know I'm cold, yeah. I'm cold-blooded nigga. Oh, so cold.
Triple H
did end off.
He'll leave that in there for you too.
Yeah.
We had our selection, but one of the top selections that I can remember off the top of my head here was Kanye West, Black Skinhead, at the end of Black History Month.
Yeah. Yeah.
Who said that?
Yeah.
New Slaves would be fine.
I said New Slaves. And I was
the
like,
beat,
I can't.
I don't need the lyrics, but the beat, yeah.
And that's what I said too. The production of New Slaves and Black Skinhead is fucking fire. But
Moment of Clarity, Jay-Z. I'd do that.
Moment of Clarity is a good one.
Yeah. Fuck. Yeah. That's what I can think of at the top of my head.
Just our indie wrestler theme songs here. Maybe come out to Mercy.
Roll Weed Time by Big Sean. I'd do that.
Okay. We got some pull here. All right. Let's get into the shows here. Unless anybody has anything else they need to talk about here. No? Everybody good?
No.
Good. Cool. Perfect. Because I'm about to pull a little, trick here. Take my hands and do some signals and make a whole bunch of black men disappear. Seth Rollins shows up tonight on Monday Night Raw. But before we get to Seth here, a masked figure's up on the desk. They kick off Raw this way. Masked figure sitting there. He's looking menacing. And then we get Pierce comes down. We're not doing this today. Seth, come on out. And next you know, the goddamn Foot Clan from the Ninja Turtles pop up. And now there's a whole bunch of them in the ring. A lot of them. Different shapes and sizes. 5'2", 6'9", 200 pounds, 400 pounds. Nothing makes sense here.
Very diverse of gang.
Very diverse. Everybody got a check to that day. Everybody got a check.
Yeah.
Sitting there in the ring. Everybody's moving around. Seth takes off the mask. And it's, oh, God, Seth Rollins is here. Cool. Great. Right? Seth does his promo.
No, he didn't say a word.
He actually didn't say anything. Yeah, he's there in the middle of the ring, and I'm trying to remember what Pierce had said because there was definitely some dialogue here.
Essentially, he was like, "Look, I don't like the vision either, but you're ruining some matches. And last time I checked, you're not even cleared. So, like, what are you doing? Because you're not cleared." It's kind of like the paraphrase of it.
The nigga started shaking and boogieing.
The nigga
square dancing.
The nigga put his mask back on and said, and I was like, "What? Are they supposed to disappear? Just turn the lights off, make it go black, and then everybody just disappeared. Don't sit there and do this shit." And now we got niggas looking like the Putty Men from Power Rangers. Like,
not everybody could have magic powers and have people backstage. My nigga hit the shot.
Bro, I was so embarrassed. I caught second embarrassment. I was like, why?
What? You know why? You know why you couldn't turn the lights off?
Why?
Because them niggas couldn't see. The mask was too tight on their eyes. This shit reminded me of Django Unchained.
Django?
Yeah. I can't see on this fucking thing. I can't breathe in this fucking
You know what's funny about that? Because you're probably right. Because the people who are in here are in those backups, masks and jackets, which they have an abundance of. We need to burn those. If you turn off the lights, they probably wouldn't know where to go.
Yeah,
like,
bro.
and I'm thinking about it. Yeah, you would have had niggas stumbling everywhere.
You see somebody left their fucking shoe in the ring because they doing all this little square dancing, and somebody stepped on their foot and lost a fucking shoe. Nigga ran out of there with one shoe.
And then at the end of of them dispersing, big man in the back just trucking. He wasn't even couldn't get nowhere. They screenshot of my boy, put him on the web. I'm like, damn, bro, like.
And that's the last nigga you want running around can't see. He be gonna fuck somebody up. He be gonna fuck somebody up on the low.
Oh shit. Bro, I should have known. We starting off like this, it was gonna be some shit. Like, I'm expecting Seth Rollins to come out. Seth does his shit. He's gonna cut a promo. He's gonna do his thing because it's Seth fucking Rollins, right? But just too many masked men. We don't need it. I think that had you have done it to where they were all in the crowd in different stances. Remember when Bray was introducing the white characters and he had different ones in different sections of the crowd? Mm-hmm. I think that's dope. I think that looks a little bit more intimidating when you have pockets of people over here, one over there, one over there. So where's Seth Rollins? We don't know where he's at. Who's Seth? Cool. But doing this whole magician trade where they're all moving around, bro, it's dumb. It's so stupid,
it's
bro.
It's tactical. It doesn't look great. I can only save so much face. I enjoyed it though. I'm letting this shit play out because I don't know what the fuck is going on.
Yeah, it has nothing to do with the story. It has nothing to do with Seth's character and where they're going. It's just the overall aesthetic.
He's smart.
The overall aesthetic of it's which one? Which one? I got an ace right here. Follow the ace. Follow the ace. Follow the ace. It's nigga, we saw Seth dip out in the back. There's 4 different camera angles.
They start running around in circles and shit, holding hands, ringing around the Rosie and shit.
Oh man, I definitely was looking at my TV what the fuck is going on here? That shit was funny though.
Bro, I told you last episode, bro. For the next 4 weeks or 6 weeks, I would have somebody backstage super kicking one of the Vision members for the next 4 weeks, and they get caught, and the mask come off, and it's a different person every time. Like, if you're gonna do that, like, that's a little more like you don't know where you're gonna get got. It can't just be every time you come to the ring you see a hoodie and a mask.
That's true.
Like,
And maybe I would have done it in like different variations of like Seth. I would have had different people dressed like Seth, right? Because Seth has had so many different attire, so many different looks. I would have had a nigga with a blonde streak that you thought was Seth and it wasn't Seth. I would have had a nigga in a shield vest that you thought was Seth but it's not Seth. Like, just so you can like still play on this effect of like, where the fuck is this guy at, bro? Like, if he's taking us out, like there should be a segment there where Heyman or Theory or Logan is like stressed, like, what the fuck's going on here? You know? Shit, I would have did full Eminem. It would have been blonde streaks everywhere.
and white tees.
Like, what, bro? Like, had everybody just fucking paranoid. Still think, like, you know, the story, I don't have any doubts of where the story is going to go. I'm pretty sure it's probably going to go, if he's healthy, Seth Braun. That makes the most sense here.
If they're both healthy.
Yeah, that's also true. Because I think that Seth may be like 4 weeks away, which is what they're expecting. Like, we don't need you to get in ring action right now. We just need you to show face. We need you here on TV. And so if he got 4 weeks and, you know, he's healthy and then Braun's healthy at Mania, cool. I think on the off chance that Braun's not healthy, you probably go Logan, Seth. Like, you'll do that.
Give me a handicap match.
I like that. They did, as in Theory and Logan versus Seth is probably what he means. They did hint. I mean, I don't know if they'll go this way, but they did hint like, oh, how do you think Brock is going to feel about his advocate being taken out? I don't think they'll do Brock and Seth, but that is something that they hinted at this episode.
Brock got bigger, blacker problems to worry about if they book it right.
Hopefully, yes.
If they book it right.
Like I said,
because if they book it right, we know who should be walking out at the winner. We know. But I'm not jinxing that. I don't want to talk about it. We're going to let that one just, however that shit play out, however it plays out. Because it's an open challenge, right? Mm-hmm. I think they're prepping our boy right now with his match that he had with Rusev, which he fucking demolishes, like, just bodies Rusev. In a very, like...
It was a competitive squash.
Way. It was a competitive squash, but you knew. Penta had a great promo this week. Straight off the icy win, you know, talking about like, you know, was it like his dream? You know, once again, it's kind of like not necessarily a rehashing of his first promo, but definitely emphasizing on some of the marks of that first promo of like me belonging in WWE. I'm here. I got the championship belt. Like, you know me, bro. I'm never gonna hit on Penta. Like, that guy is.
When he cut that promo, I was like, "This is exactly." I literally tweeted. I was like, "Well, I'm never gonna see the Lucha Bros." You can't. You like. Sorry, little bro. I love you, bro, but we cannot put you with Penta right now. We let him talk. He can cut a passionate promo, and he ain't crying. He's just cutting a regular passionate promo. When he wrestles, he knows how to work. Like, he looks cool. We cannot make him a tag champion right now. We can't.
Yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right.
I mean, he's the coolest looking fucking wrestler on any show right now.
They did
for the most part, at least for me.
Yeah. They did not
like,
expect him to pop. Sorry, I thought you. My bad.
I know there's a slight delay, but yeah, no, that was it. I was done talking.
I think, like, in the rule of my threes, he has everything. Mm-hmm. He's character work, fire, gear, fire, in-ring work, fire. Mm-hmm. I think, like, he has all three, so you can't fail when you have somebody who has all three. Like, now it's just up to, like, how far do you want to push him? Is there a world where we see Penta as world champion? And honestly,
it's not improbable. But
that's a great answer.
It's not improbable. I think it's very possible, but I personally do not see it currently.
Okay.
As of like right now. I don't see it in the next like maybe 2 years.
That line is kind of I'm gonna try again. That line is kind of long.
It is.
The line is kind of long. You got Sammy, you got LA, you got anybody that is hovering around the Cody verse, anybody that's hovering around the main title belt. You got Dom, you got Finn. Like, that line is kind of long right now. And it doesn't mean that all of those people are like up next to get the belt. These are just the people that would be ahead of him in line to hold the strap before him. Pause.
And I'm trying to think of like what match would make the most like sense in the regards of who's the world champion versus Penta that would make like, okay, this makes sense. Like, would I do Roman versus Penta? Probably not. Would I do Punk versus Penta? You could. That could work, but also Punk has the fucking the motion. You're not.
Your champion is Gunther.
I was gonna say the same thing.
Penta versus Gunther. Run back whatever y'all did that we didn't see on Big Picture. Run that shit back.
You might be right.
And that'll put you right where you need to be.
I'll even take a Finn versus Penta. I think like that could also make sense too. And that, not saying that, you know, he can't wrestle anybody, but just from like a wrestling booking standpoint, like which one would generate like, okay, now we have an even matchup here. Finn could win, Penta could win. We have no idea.
You just turned Finn face though, so that would definitely have to be way down the
line.
Oh
no, this is like down the line here. I'm not like thinking of anything currently here. Just about who would make the most sense. But yeah, I do like it. You said it's not impossible, right? So anything's possible. You know, Money in the Bank is a way in. You know, that could definitely happen. And they wanted him to win last year too, or the fans wanted him to win last year. So who knows?
Before you jump to the next topic, because we're in a booking predicament because of Finn getting kicked out of Judgment Day. So now you can't do Dom and Penta at WrestleMania if that was an option. The obvious option is going to be Dom versus Finn. So who would Penta's next program be with? Because eventually him and Dom are going to wrestle. But
God, you already know. I can't stand the motherfucker, but they're going to do it anyway.
I don't think they're going to do that. That's
You talking about Grande?
Yeah, he is. Yeah.
Which one?
That's his point. That's literally his point. That's his point. That match against, and respectfully, the original Grande Americano, he can have a WrestleMania moment, but the current Grande Americano, the one who is the most Latin out of all of them, while I love him and respect him and fuck with him, that's not a Mania match. That's a Monday night match. That's a threefer on Monday. I don't want to see that at Mania, respectfully.
Give me Chad versus Penta.
Chad, we still haven't seen Chad in over a year.
You know what? I just see he reminds me of Chad. I think
Shit, the last time we saw Chad, I want to say, was Penta's debut.
Yeah.
Which also doesn't make any fucking sense because he's like accepting of the original Grande Americano, but there was beefing like.
Yeah, but we also don't know what's going on in the Spanish verse, AAA.
Yeah. And you got to remember, the OG Americano, he just got cursed. So he got cursed so bad he didn't even show up to the match that he was booked for. So we don't even know where he is. Like,
that's true. That's true.
So there's no telling.
And just a quick pause on that. That's going to get over, right?
It's already. Yeah.
Like that's
it
like.
already is.
I don't want them to overuse it, but it's a great thing, right? It's in the way they're doing it, the way that it's being shot, the way when they turn, he's gone, kind of thing. Like it's working.
Yeah.
I 1000% like what they're doing currently with the curse. We'll see how it works. Like I said, I don't want them to overuse it, but it's definitely getting over.
The only problem is that they did the entire universe a disservice by hyping up his unveiling. If he just would have popped up regular, like on a regular, he would have never got booed. Niggas booed him because the expectations was too high.
Way too high.
And
right, but we made those expectations ourselves.
No, we didn't. We did not create a big ass box that said 228.26.
That we held for 3 weeks, 4 weeks.
But like it's our fault that we thought, oh, it's gonna be Chris Jericho. Like we didn't know what the hell it was. It could have literally just been a promotion for a movie. Like niggas was gonna boo regardless. Remember when the golden? You remember the golden egg that when The Rock did the movie with Ryan Reynolds and Gal Gadot, and Vince McMahon had that big ass gold egg.
That's true. Yeah.
Remember how stupid that shit was?
It was dumb.
It could have been something like that. And but I agree with you, DT. Like, yes, like it's a box. Like everyone wants to know what's in the box. Like it's one of my favorite movie quotes. What's in the box? But also, we put that expectation on ourselves, or the internet did.
But they also made us wait. If it was like, oh, the box showed up 1 week and the next week he was unveiled, cool, right? It was only 1 week. It wasn't a lot of time invested in what's going to be inside this goddamn box. And then we wait till Rumble. You do this grand open where you fucking latch him out, right? The shit falls down and then the fucking vampire music hits. And it's like, that's not what we're expecting at all. Like, that's not it. And then, if Brock or somebody would have busted out the box or whatever, cool. If that was fucking Braun Strowman came out through the box, oh shit, cool. What don't make sense how your big ass survived for 3 weeks in that box, but whatever, it makes sense. They kind of had a hand in that.
There wasn't no kind of. If we're gonna divvy up responsibility, it was 85-15. 15% our imagination, 85% their responsibility. And then you're juxtaposing that with what was done last Elimination Chamber. I went back and rewatched Elimination Chamber from last year. The Jade return, the Cena shit, that shit, like, we were like, oh shit, we're on to WrestleMania. So we're thinking this box is going to change I don't want to say it.
Go ahead.
We're thinking that this box is going to help propel us to WrestleMania. And the motherfucking box opens up and little spooky bitches from 1930 pop out. That wasn't...
With no pre-context. Nobody knew anything about Danhausen. Like, nothing.
So unless you saw the tweets and niggas started talking about he free and he posted this on Instagram, that's why I was like, this better not be him. I don't even know Buddy, but don't hype me up and then it's a little nigga with a ghost face that's not Sting. Like, anyway.
Yeah, but fast forward, it's working. The curse shit is working. Curse Miz this week on SmackDown. Like, he cursed Grande Americano. Like, he's doing his thing. He's making his rounds. He's selling t-shirts, which I said before, he's going to be a fucking merch monster. Mm-hmm. Like, it just makes sense.
He just said it this episode, too.
Yeah, he's number 1 and number 2 in sales right now.
And he ain't
That's
wrestled.
What he's going to do.
He ain't touched the mat. Nigga just walking around doing this.
Money.
Honestly, it's best in his best interest to not touch the mat, in my personal opinion. But
yeah. Let's see. Next topic here was kind of funny. It's Finn getting kicked out of Judgment Day.
This was a very after school special episode of Raw for me. Like with the beginning with the Seth stuff, you got gang activity. All right, you got Foot Clan, you got all that, you got gang activity. There's a small bit where we see Kofi trying to recruit Javon, and I texted DT, is like, this reminds me of when Big Boy was talking to Ant, trying to get him to sell drugs, because that's what that reminded me of, right? And then you got this more gang violence, and gaslighting, emotional abuse. This was a very just a self-aware episode. Like, we should just be self-aware of the people we keep, the company we keep, and especially when we get to the last segment too. I enjoyed the segment though. As far as it's something that was way long overdue. They've been holding this off for probably what felt like a year and a half, maybe 2 years.
To their defense, damn near everybody in Judgment Day broke something at one point in time or another over the last year and a half. So,
that's funny because looking at them like, wait, they're all healthy? Jump him now.
Yeah, let's do it right now.
Hey, everybody's here. Jump him right now because we cannot wait for this.
Well, that's the cool thing actually. Roxanne's not here yet, and Finn is the one that brought Roxanne into the fold.
Ooh.
So we don't know where she's going to stand. I can already see the future. Like, we're going to get a mixed tag, right, with Stephanie and Finn, probably with Liv. But if Roxanne is Team Finn, then we can get a two women, one guy. There's a whole lot of aspects that they can do with that. As far as the tag match is what I meant. But that's still a face that you made.
Okay. I think we kind of got a little ahead here.
I jumped ahead a little bit.
But like to kind of piggyback off of like that situation, the reason for the jumping is that Finn is like, hey, you want to be the greatest Mysterio, sometimes you got to fight your own battles.
Mm-hmm.
You got to do it yourself. Dom looking at him like, fuck you, niggas, gang. Who are you talking to? It's me. I held the IC and the AAA. I'm doing my part. Who are you? All right, nigga. Pele kick. Bow.
Oh,
I love that move.
The chills I got. Oh.
Fire move. And then you see JD kind of like break him up like, hey, we don't want to do this.
The fuck you mean? Yes, we do.
And then they start jumping him, right? Dom gets his licks in. Raquel gets her licks in. Liv gets licks in. So I'm like, oh, we're doing an intergender like jumping. This is really gang shit. And then JD comes in and gets his licks in. So I'm like, damn, even your boy jumping you? Crazy work. Crazy work. The funny thing I liked about this was the Twitter exchange where it's like Priest was like, sucks, doesn't it? It sucks. And then
Liv was like,
Axe Edge.
I think it was
like Axe Edge. And then Swerve was like, JD. I did.
Yeah.
He said it sucks. Like, that's funny. Like, I love that cross promotional, like, yeah, everybody who got jumped out the Judgment Day is having a terrible fucking time here. But also that makes me realize that Judgment Day's been around for a really long time, bro.
Yeah, buddy.
2022, almost 4 years, damn near.
2022 and 3 different like leaders.
Yep, 3 different iterations. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. They had powers at first, which was crazy. Then they had to jump that old nigga out because you know what, he was a wash. As Damian Priest said, you're done. You're a wash. But yeah, man. Hey, man, Judgment Day lives forever, man.
Damn. I just realized I got like 4 of their shirts. remember they jumped out
the truth?
Damn.
Yeah.
Oh, as a matter of fact,
Carlito gone.
Carlito is gone.
Look, as a matter of fact.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tom and Nick.
Tom and Nick.
That's painful.
Oh, bro, Truth had a moment on SmackDown this week that had me crying, bro. That shit was
you think
so
of what I'm thinking?
funny.
He's like, yeah, I never saw y'all two a day in my life. And what are y'all doing?
I don't know who these dudes are. And one of them ain't wearing no deodorant. I'm like, yo. But he says it in such a straight face. It's like, how are you getting this shit off, bro? I couldn't. I understand why everybody pops. Like,
Priest trying to hold it together.
Bro. He's like, oh, we're
Berto almost laughed too. It's hard, bro.
It's hard, bro. Priest's like, yeah, we're healthy. You're healthy. You see what I'm thinking? Yeah. I ain't never seen one of them day in my life. One of y'all wearing no deodorant. Like, bro, what's going on, Truth? Like, the comedic timing that man has, unmatched, bro. Absolutely unmatched.
And that's why he cannot leave unless he chooses to retire. He cannot leave.
It's invaluable. There's nobody on the roster that can do what Truth does.
No, and you need that because it's the comedic aspect. It brings levity to the like you need that. Everything can't be serious. Even though he was serious when he first came back. He
did come back, was trying to be the killings or Ron the Truth killings. I get it.
And he can still flip that switch. Like, they showed you he could do it, so he can still flip that switch when he wants.
Okay. Usos, CM Punk. The apology tour. I need to apologize, Us. Apologize. I was like, okay, nigga. Like, all right, let's see what he has to say. Because if you know anything about CM Punk, you ain't getting no goddamn apology, nigga. I could have told you that, boy. It ain't gonna happen. That's not in his bag at all. That man started weaponizing like everything against Jay, right? I apologize that you got taken advantage of by your ignorant ass cousin. You know, I'm sorry that, you know, you still don't see that he don't care about either one of y'all. It's like, you know, these are things that we've had said. Roman didn't apologize. He asked Roman to apologize. Roman just said, yeet. Like, he not wrong. But, to be fair, the apology that they were looking for had nothing to do with, like, Roman.
It don't got shit to do with Roman. This whole
has nothing to do with that.
He wants to make it about Roman. This shit don't have nothing to do with Roman.
Which is why I also understand that if there was an instance where you get jumped at Mania, Punk, it's because it's family business. You don't have to ask. My cousin don't have. You don't have to talk to me about my cousin apologizing. That's not your place. If you keep stepping that line, we gonna fuck you up. Which is probably what's gonna happen.
This segment to me just shows why Jimmy is the best out of both of them. Love Jay.
Absolutely.
But Jimmy is calculated. He's diplomatic. They just making my dog lose because they don't want the Heat Man to lose in matches, and I hate it. But I was really proud of Jimmy. I was. Listen,
you know, he had the best line in the whole segment.
Yeah, I don't want no smoke, but I do need you to apologize. You say you the voice of the voiceless. Well, you talking down on somebody who can't speak for themselves.
Facts.
So I'm here to address that. I'm here to address that. This ain't got shit to do with my manipulative, overbearing cousin. This got to do about what you said about one of the patriarchs in our family, and I gotta see you about it.
Yeah, because it came out of like, hey, bro, just like respect, like man to man, like, hey, whatever you got between Roman ain't got shit to do with, like, you know, our loved ones that ain't here. It's a true like statement, like, hey, bro, that was a line that you crossed. It's crazy.
And I'm giving you an opportunity to
clear it up.
Right. It's hard to do that when you bring a crash out with you, which unjustified crash out. I feel like.
But crash out Jay is the best Jay.
Right, but it came out of nowhere. Like, from what happened in the beginning of the show to the very last moment, like, it was like what happened in the last hour and 40 minutes to why your attitude completely changed. We got no context on that. There's no subtext, there's no context, there's nothing.
Yes, there is. And this is the thing. This is why, and it's interesting hearing it come from you, because well, in your earlier life used to be somewhat of a crash out. But when you are dealing with someone whose emotions can go from 0 to 100, it don't always need an explanation for them. It just takes somebody to redirect their energy, and that's literally what it was.
That's funny Jay, that you mentioned that. That's exactly what that is.
Jay literally was like, "Nah." His initial energy was, "Nah, I ain't got shit to say to Punk. I ain't saying shit to him." That's what his initial energy was. Until his brother, the more logical one, the more diplomatic one, was like, "No, we do need to go handle this because it's family over everything, or whatever the case." And from that moment, when he grabbed Jay, it was like, "No, we gonna go handle this." His shit was completely different. And that was the whole thing with y'all was calling him Crash Out Jay in 2020. Now I got to get you. I have to get you
because at the end of the day, it is family. That's Jay's focal point. Yeah, his entire story has been, I'm doing this for family.
Yeah, no, I hear you guys, but it's just, since he lost this title, his character trajectory has been all over the place. So to me,
Absolutely.
that's a cop out, because we've like I saw resurface like when Gunther bloodied Jimmy, he came to him and spoke, like they had a promo and it was very methodical. It was almost Jimmy-esque. Same with Braun Breaker. There was a promo that resurfaced. It could have been something very similar, and I feel like they didn't do it because you can't have two of the same characters. You can't have two characters doing the same damn thing. So that like, but I mean, I don't know. I feel like his character, again, like I have not been feeling a lot of the bloodline stuff for a while. That's not new. Jimmy's been my favorite part of this whole thing for the last year and a half, maybe 2 years at this point, because I just, or at least since Jay lost the title. Since Jay lost the world title, he has not made any sense to me, and I don't think Roman doesn't make a lot of sense to me either, as far as like what their characters are doing and what their characters are saying.
But you know how you can like guise that and make that kind of like fade away, and you don't really worry about it. Bring back the bloodline. It's the tried and true like thing that they can always lean on, because we don't really need to have like stories or anything like crazy, because it's the bloodline. That's the most overacting like we've seen in wrestling since fucking DX. Like, you don't need to have it. And the thing is, if we're looking at the future and just booking here, if Roman wins his belt and he's still on the schedule, you're gonna need somebody to carry while he's gone. You need the bloodline. He needs Jimmy and Jay to make this shit all work if he wins his belt. Because if he wins his belt, I don't think Roman's there every fucking week. He's
Right.
It's not. He's not gonna be.
The problem with that, though, in reheating those particular nachos, is just that then everyone's character that we like we watch Jay leave the bloodline and build up all the way to winning his first singles title, all the way to a world title. Like, now you're backtracking all this character progression just for them to be henchmen again and to carry storylines for the character that is part-time. Like, that's a backtrack.
But we see them recycle shit all the time and backtrack all the time.
Yeah,
So,
that is
Cody just won the belt. Like,
he's the biggest
DC, my
babyface. Yeah, good D.
So they already started backtracking Jimmy when people started flipping on him. They tried to backtrack him before people started flipping on him and booing him, because he was over, and then motherfuckers got tired of not people in the arenas, but people outside of the arenas got tired of he can't wrestle. He just a yeet merchant. He's just doing his entrance. So they've already started pulling him back. They've been pulling him back for the last 8 months, damn near.
Yeah, we talked about that.
So like that part has already happened. Does that make what you believe is going to happen like right if they do that? No, but they're the tag champions. When's the last time we seen them defend the belts? Just in the last month.
Was it Tozawa and Otis?
Right, that was the last time we see, and that was before Roman came back. So
yeah,
because Jimmy was gone with handling probably family business. So like the problem comes down to the writing, and they talked about it when they took the belt, when he lost the belt, when Roman lost the belt, and he didn't have anything to do. That was, if you watch them real, they talked about that shit. I don't know where this puts his character because we don't have anything to do. Well, then they were like, oh, he's a special attraction and he could just come out any point in time and do these things. And then that's when we get hey, he's going to be on War Games, and we put the poster up in June, so y'all know he going to be there. We just don't have a storyline, but y'all know he going to be there. So that kind of goes into it. You had Jay having his whole year of a champion, and then people started trying to turn on Jay. So before they do that, before they ruin that in arena experience, let's start pulling him back. Because that same year, Jimmy came out and was like, hey, like, I'm going after mines. I'm going to go get mines. And they tried to push Jimmy. Well, they didn't try. They started using Jimmy as a singles wrestler, but then they kept making him lose in all the big matches. Like, and that was his thing for 6-7 months. So they just don't know at this point. They don't know. Or it appears, I'm going to say it appears because I'm not actually in the room. It appears they don't know how to write these characters and what to write for these characters, but they need them because they generate the most buzz and the most money.
Correct.
So they have to have them on the show, but we don't know what the fuck to do with them.
And to be fair, this is also it's also very difficult to understand how to write them when they weren't originally your idea, right? It's like I don't know. It's like we just wrote Men in Black 1, next movie, new director. And now that director has to kind of pick up and, make shit work based off of the old story, but he's not the original author. Like, this wasn't a product of Triple H, right? He wasn't in that room when that shit was being cooked up. So he doesn't actually know what the hell is going on, which is why they also lean heavily on Paul Heyman. But Paul Heyman is currently in Vision shit, right? So it's like, I get it. They don't know what to do with the Usos and Roman because, shit, bro, the niggas too strapped. There's too much power over there, bro. Like, we don't know what to do, like that, and that's kind of how it looks like right now. The successful story that they did have was with Jay and making world champion, but once they got to the point of not knowing how to have him handle adversity, that's when shit got tricky. When the Yeats stopped, or not, well, Yeats didn't stop, but when like the fan perception started to change a little bit, you didn't know how to how can we still keep him, on the right path.
And then to just to kind of go back a little bit, because you talked about the dynamics of Jay with Jimmy during that promo. I don't want to air my family business, but I have a lineage of twins, like, in my family. Like, there's like 4 or 5 sets of twins. My dad is his own man, and my uncle they're their own men when they're separate. When they come together, they fall back into the roles that they had as kids. So if you have Jimmy being the bigger brother, who is generally the one that's more calm and diplomatic, then Jay is going to naturally fall back into his role as whatever, the emotional one, or the one who takes it wherever it needs to go to. So that's kind of twin dynamics and sibling dynamics when you have that going on as well.
Nigga, your dad is a twin?
Yes.
That makes sense.
I did not know that.
That's why I went. So my cousin is my first cousin.
I did not know that.
Yes.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So
but it does make sense.
And it wasn't apparent to me, no pun intended. It wasn't apparent to me until this past summer. Because this past not summer 25, but summer 24, I think. Was it some anyway, whatever. But that was the most time I had spent around both my dad and my uncle, and I saw my dad from an older brother. He's the younger brother, but me being an older sibling, I saw my dad like revert to younger sibling.
Younger.
And I was like, oh, because I obviously, like, when I'm a kid,
you don't see it,
yeah, that's my dad. Like, I don't see, but then seeing him around my uncle, I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, nope. I see the dynamic, and y'all been living this dynamic for 55 plus years, so I see it. Like, I get it. So when Big Brother come around and shit is cool, shit stop. So if something going crazy and Big Brother come around, shit stop. So if you have a twin or whatever, and one is a little more higher than the other in terms of their emotions, then aggro, that's perfect. Then they're gonna fall right back into place. Cause
that's smart.
Literally,
that's
see,
actually
you explain it like that makes sense for me. I still think his character arc, since he lost the title, is very willy-nilly all over the place. But you explaining that to me makes that segment make more sense to me that particular part.
And then I'm gonna ask you this: out of those two, who threw the first punch? Who threw the punch on Monday night?
Jimmy threw the punch this Monday.
Because Punk hit his little brother, and it wasn't even a thought. It was like boop, and then Punk is on the ground holding his face, like it wasn't even a thought.
Right. I mean, the same thing happened in September without Jimmy punching him.
And I feel like they also done this spot before. It wasn't with Punk before.
It was right before the Fatal 4-Way. It was the exact same thing, and Punk punched Jay, but Jimmy didn't do anything. So this time, like, Jimmy gave a receipt, but I don't know if that's it's hard to tell if they were trying to make that a playback or a recall from what happened months ago, and try to like course correct it. But yeah,
I wish they had something like this, like a database where you could just type in two superstars, and when they times where they were like in the same interacting. I need something like that, where it's like, okay, I can just type in Jimmy and Jay, CM Punk, and it plays everything that they had been doing. That way we can piece up certain moments. And maybe I just gotta start logging this fucking shit myself. But
no, it's too much work, man. You gotta end up having
an
Excel sheet. All this stuff. Yeah, leave that for cage match or whatever the fuck.
Because it would make a lot of sense to kind of follow up on stories, because maybe there's things that we're just missing here. But I think for the most part, we kind of cover a good chunk of shit. Yeah. Pretty thoroughly, if I might add. Okay. Show ends with CM Punk on his back. Do we think that he comes after Jay next week? Is that the plan that they're going with? Actually, Roman comes back next week, and we're gonna get Bloodline again, bro.
Well, that's another reason why I said after school special, because I don't think he's gonna. I don't know if he's gonna come back for revenge for that. It gave me very like you said, protecting your little brother type of thing. Like, this is your receipt. You pushed him, you punched him, whatever. This is your receipt. It isn't. It didn't feel like real true animosity, but it's like you said, it's very plausible for Bloodline rerun though.
I don't think that we're going to end Mania again where Roman gets turned on by people that he's close to. It'd make for great story, but I don't think we're going to get that again, bro. That's not going to happen.
I would say that if anything, they would probably start the show addressing or attempting to address what happened last week. So the interaction between the twins or the Usos and CM Punk. But knowing that Roman's going to be there, the thing to pay attention to from what Punk said from their second interaction is him talking about Roman being alone and not being able to do shit by himself. Then you go back to thinking back to last year, and pretty much Roman's quote unquote arc is he hasn't been able to, for the most part, win by himself. So
I don't want to see y'all till Christmas.
Yeah, that's going to immediately come back to the forefront, and that if anything, that would be how I would write the Usos away from the Roman and Punk interaction, because Roman still needs to prove that he can stand on his own too, technically.
And I think that's the story, right? That's the tension, is that he needs to prove that he can do it by himself. But on the opposite end, Jay is also in a situation where I can't be independent from you. I had a world title, I was my own man, but somehow I still I'm still gravitated to your world, right? I'm always being pulled into your orbit here, because at the end of the day, it was right hand man and Roman Reigns. We're gonna be stuck together forever at this point. I think that how I'm looking at it is that you're gonna get a moment in Mania where Roman's gonna want to try to do this by himself, but Jay's gonna be the reason why he gets the belt. It's gonna be the super kick to Punk, whatever, that is gonna be the reason that he gets over. And now we're back in this tension of I need y'all to do it, and he knows that I'm always going to be dependent on you no matter how bad you treat me. It's like Stockholm Syndrome.
I hear you, and that makes sense to a point. I feel like that would be the most unquote unquote babyface thing to have happen.
Well, Roman's kind of in the gray area. I wouldn't necessarily. But he's an anti-hero.
But so think about the crowd, how the crowd reacted. The crowd was chanting OTC this past Monday. They were chanting OTC. They were chanting "Say You're Sorry." The only real positive reaction that Punk got was when he initially came out and he was like, "Oh, I didn't know how y'all was gonna take me because I said some things disrespectfully." That was the only moment really where the crowd was like on his side. Once the Usos came out and they kept it about Sika, then the fans kind of let you know where they saw Punk at. When he did the fake apology to Pump Fake, even the fans were like, "Oh my god!" Like it wasn't. They didn't pop. It wasn't a cheer. It was like an exasperation. Like, oh, like here we go. Like just like say you're sorry and get it over with. So I think I'm saying that to say to then have Roman win off of a kick or an interference from Jay or Jimmy wouldn't keep him in the high honor if you're looking at like babyface.
Well, I mean, as far as being on high honor, though, he is still yet to apologize, which was part of Punk's point. Granted, he was bringing Roman into a conversation that Roman wasn't necessarily in, but that's part of his point. That's why the internet's like, yeah, you're like what Jay just said. Like, all you did was say yeet. Like, you guys are in a cycle of abuse, being gaslit by your cousin. And why do I have to make amends and he never makes amends? Which is something that we've talked about on this pod a lot also.
But also,
you have to make amends because you're not part of the family. You're not. You're an outsider.
That's gonna be my point.
If I I done had some shit happen to me with one of my siblings, and then they act like the shit didn't happen. Like some time went by, and they just act like shit didn't happen, and I'm like, oh, so you just ain't gonna say shit about it? Okay, cool. You don't have to say shit about it, but like they said, clock that, check it. I got it in here, and I know where I can deal with you at.
Now imagine if there was a friend saying, "Oh, well, you need to go apologize." Like that friend's out of line.
Yeah,
it's none of that friend's business. Which is where Punk is like. That's the place where Punk is at. Is that you can't incorporate yourself in this because what is family business is family business. It's funny how this kind of like dictates like real life shit with families, and that's how they play it.
Right. I mean, that's one of the reasons why I've been so adamant about it. Because, like, for example, DT and I, we've known each other for 20-ish years. I think we've been in maybe 2-3 fights, and at some point we take some space and we talk it out and we make amends. Like, or there might be times where we might offend each other on accident or some shit, and then maybe 2 days we don't talk, and then we'd be like, you know what, hey man, you kind of hurt my feelings or some shit. Like, I know that men can do this, and I'm very invested in these characters, and I would like this older cousin who was abusing niggas for 5 years just to be like, my bad. Just say my bad. Like, at least, like, yeet is not, yeah.
No. And here's the thing. Like, he could very well say something and address it on Monday. Seeing them backstage, he could say something. Hey, I appreciate y'all for standing up for your uncle and my dad, like, and I'm sorry about blah, 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 blah. He could.
And that'd be fire.
Do we think that's going to happen? I don't, but like logically, like you would think that would be a next step. He could say something. But also like his character views himself as Michael Jordan. That nigga punched his teammates and then they won a championship. Like, I don't give a fuck. Like,
it's true.
Like, he told niggas on his team that they were sorry. And then, as long as at the end of 82 games we won a championship, then niggas forget. We smoke cigars, we wear t-shirts, and we won.
Damn.
And then,
fuck, that's true.
And literally, when Jay got his belt, when Jay got his Intercontinental belt, what did Roman say to him?
I think he said he was proud of him. I believe.
I'm proud of you. You putting on for the family. When Jay was trying to go and get his belt back, what did Roman? And it sounds like I'm copping pleas for the nigga, but like, what did he say to him in the backstage? Hey, bro, don't worry about me. Don't worry about your brother. Don't worry about trying to be the. Worry about getting rings. Worry about getting a belt and putting on. Like, so it's not like he hate them niggas. He just like.
Give it a nigga advice isn't saying my bad.
We're getting Bloodline.
This is very good conversation, by the way.
We're getting Bloodline, and then we're also gonna get, wait, hold on, y'all not about to just rebuild and come back up, and then Solo not gonna have an issue with that. You're gonna get the Clash. It has to happen.
That could happen. That could.
Like, it makes sense to a point to where, like, oh, y'all back and y'all think everything buddy and good. Fuck that. I don't like that shit. Because it's not buddy for me over here. I'm over here in a fucking nightmare with the goddamn whites every goddamn Friday. Y'all talking about rings and chips and shit? You want an apology? Nigga, apologize to me. You left me out here to die.
No,
like,
nigga, you took the Usos.
No, he got his own family. They have the tag team title. Bro. Solo doing good, bro.
Solo need to worry about the fact that Tama Tonga about to be the U.S. champion at some point.
Yeah.
And
speaking Japanese behind his back.
And Fatu over there big as a motherfucker right now. Like if we want to talk about all these extending branches, but
you know what? We already here. Let's talk about SmackDown, right?
Yeah,
we just got some quick topics.
Yep.
And then we'll get into like AEW because this is their going home show. But we kick off SmackDown and Drew McIntyre quits. Drew McIntyre's like, fuck that. You cheating me out. You're robbing me. I didn't get no rematch. And you had to have your golden goose get the belt here. Pause. Like, let's roll it back a little bit. Cody won the belt last week in Portland. DT was super excited. He was actually at the show, front row. He was having a great time.
If he was at the show, he actually would have enjoyed it.
So while you were gone, like I think you were getting water or something. But I was telling Jay about that pre-pod. I was like, yeah, niggas pop because they spent $500 for tickets. Yes, I'm gonna cheer. I'm seeing a title change happen in front of me. I'm going to pop because I'm in shock. I'm in awe. And yes, of course, Cody has fans. I'm not gonna sit here and say he don't have fans and he's not a beloved character. But niggas is tired, bro. Niggas is tired.
I mean,
real niggas is tired.
Yeah, but real niggas is a small percentage of the internet, bro.
That's the problem with the world. Real niggas is a small percentage of the world. That's the problem with the world.
And so,
open your
Drew's
mind.
pissed off. Drew's like, how you gonna rob me of the belt right before Mania? I can't even make it to Mania. I can't walk in as a champion.
We had a contract. Why you think I was abusing? Why you think I was doing what I was doing? Because I was free and clear. This nigga can't touch me. He can't get a match. I can do whatever the fuck I want. So I thought.
No, what's funny about that? Because in hindsight, the general managers are fucked here. Punk was trying to be, or Pierce was trying to protect Punk, right? It was like, hey, I don't want you to go and fight Finn Balor because we have a Mania match. We can't get you injured. All this is like, Drew, get your punk ass out there. You know how fucked up that shit is? Mm-hmm. Like, protect your champion until Mania. No. We're going to throw you on a random Friday in Portland and have you defend your goddamn title.
Hey, get your shit off, hero. Get your shit off.
Are we forgetting all the context that Drew kept the thing about Drew is the same thing about Roman. It's the same thing about a couple other characters. There's a lack of accountability. If Drew is the same reason why Drew got cashed in at WrestleMania 40 is the same reason he just lost the title last week because he cannot leave shit alone. He can't leave shit alone. All you gotta do is leave shit alone. Don't interfere with the Rumble. What do? He interfered with the Rumble. Don't interfere with the Chamber. Yeah, all this literally said, yes, you're right. I gave you that contract, but you screwed me twice, or you screwed this guy twice. So now you went back on your word. I'm going back on my word. It was the most easy, simplest storytelling ever. They've been playing that story for well over a while now. Like Drew has accountability issues and he has PTSD from being effed over from the bloodline. Like, he's been effed over by everybody for so much, he can't leave shit alone, so he has to F over people. And what happened? You did all that, and now you have no title. You had a month reign. That's your fault. Same reason why
Would you say that Drew is a victim of being fucked over?
Yes, but he also brings that on himself. All he had to do when he beat Seth,
he didn't ask to be in that bloodline vortex. He didn't ask to go 1v4. He didn't ask for, he didn't ask for Clash in Paris where I have the best match of my goddamn career and I get fucked over.
He's had the title. He's had the title twice in the last 2 years, and both times he fucked himself over by not leaving shit alone. He won it at WrestleMania 40. He's thinking he won it at WrestleMania 40, and he started standing on.
He had two different championships. Yeah.
He's had them and then all he had to do was leave. Then you want to talk shit on the table.
That's true.
I'm bored at work. Then you got cashed in on. And then you was fucking with Punk, who was very spiteful. So then he screwed you out of a Money in a Bank. Yeah, I get it. Drew's been screwed a lot. He has PTSD. I understand it. But at some point, you got to take accountability, which is why Fatu came out and he's like, "You mad at everybody except for you should be mad at me. So what you gonna do about it?" And he said, "I quit." That's what he said. You know what I'm gonna do?
I mean,
I'm a quit.
I mean, that's a logical thing to do. You got a Samoan come up to you
logical thing to do is
1-on-1.
Fuck him up.
Man, you ever try to fuck up a Samoan 1-on-1 when they see it coming? That's why he had to come back. He had to double back in the show. You know, see this. Bow. Boom.
You want some of this, Drew? No.
No. I quit. I don't want no parts of this.
See, I just want to say, when I was cheering you on to get your shit off, that's not what I thought you were going to say.
Oh.
I thought you were going to say the reason why they did that is because Punk is injury prone. I thought you was about to go in on Punk. So I was saying get your shit off. And
it's fuck Phil.
Yeah, I thought you was about to get it off. So I was like, yeah,
but he can't say Punk injury prone. Seth done came off the injury reserve like 4 or 5 times.
Hold on,
Seth has been injured twice since we started this pod. Okay,
wait a minute.
And he's
No.
came back.
No.
Wait a minute.
3 times.
One was a fake.
I'm counting the kayfabe.
Hold on.
Counting kayfabe, nigga. Fuck that.
Time out. This goes back to the Sika Roman conversation. This ain't even about Seth. We was talking about why one person keeps. I'm gonna jump on the Seth bandwagon real quick. Keep Seth's name out of all of this shit for right now. We was talking about one champion, right? We was talking about one champion who could get hurt easily. That's why he couldn't take on that fight. We was talking about another champion that's been durable. I haven't seen Drew hurt for real. We seen him written off because he went and shot movies with Batista and he about to shoot Highlander. But you ain't never seen Drew hurt. That nigga too buff. He too buff, too strong. He say it all the time. That's what did he do? What did he do when Punk tore his tricep? He posted a video of him doing tricep extensions with like 180 pounds. He ain't never been hurt.
He did do that. That nigga, Drew diabolical. I prayed for this diabolical.
Really good 2 years on Twitter.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, no. Next time, Hero, get your shit off. That was a lob. He threw it right about a basket.
I mean, I did want to talk about this. Ain't about Phil.
It wasn't that.
That's
moment.
what. Hey man, look, hey bro, I'm putting my ones up. All right, when it comes to Phil, I'm putting my ones up. But as far as this goes, yeah, but it's Fatu and Drew's something that's been hinted at. We still don't know if Drew's the real one who took out Fatu's teeth. But
yeah.
You know, we'll hopefully get some closure on that. Some people are saying, oh, maybe it was actually, Randy, based on what we see him do later tonight. So I mean, maybe we'll get some context on that. But this was a program that's been hinted at. You know, I thought they like when we last all talk, I was like, man, I think they're gonna do like a fatal 5-way or some shit because we have Sammy in the mix, we have Fatu in the mix, you got Cody, Randy, blah blah blah. Obviously, it looks like they
pivot.
Yeah, they pivoted, but we're gonna get Fatu in his first Mania. Having a
second.
Did he have a match though last year?
Yeah, he beat LA Knight.
LA Knight.
Yeah.
My bad. Yeah.
Oh,
he
okay,
had the US belt.
We literally talked about it earlier. Yeah. So yeah, he's gonna have it'll be him and Drew. Big meaty big man type shit. It'll be good.
Keeping in the realm of SmackDown still. Jade versus Michin was also a dope match here. Shout out to Michin coming back off her injury, looking great. Me and DT had talked about pre-pod or pre-production here where it shouldn't have been a 50-50 like bout at all.
Nope.
And what made matters worse, you know what made it really bad? Is that it shouldn't have been a 50-50. Match was still cool. Jade gets her shit off. I'm still that bitch. I'm still her. Who are you? I'm not worried about you. I'm champion. Cool. Drop mic. I think she's about to walk off. Fucking brutality hits. Kills all the momentum Jade had. Like, you cannot have Jade cut this heel promo like after she just wins this match and then Rhea come out and destroys all credibility. Like, immediately. Like, it was a setup. Like, it was like, and it's not Rhea's fault. I just think they should have aired it out. They should have let Jade get her shit off and then walk off as like champion, right? Just go to the back, do your thing, cool. But the moment Rhea came out and that pop happened, because the crowd wasn't even like popping for Jade, like her promo. They weren't booing. They weren't doing anything. As soon as Rhea's music hit, gone, bro. It's fucked up. It's mad fucked, bro. It's a lopsided beef here.
I feel like that's a catch-22 because if she didn't come out, then it's like, then we're just going to get complaints about the WrestleMania build, and they're not building to it.
She didn't have to come out at that moment. She could have came out at a second. We could have had maybe a pre-tape of Rhea, something. She didn't have to come out at that particular moment. You need the heel to have some kind of like, I'm still the champion. I'm still the heel. I'm still here. Like, especially in the world of WWE where like pop is everything. Moments are everything. Like that moment wasn't a Jade moment no more. You didn't even know she had a match after the way the fucking pop happened.
That's Rhea Ripley.
and it is for those two reasons why I'm rooting for everybody black.
I got nothing for it. Yeah. That's how you feel. That's how he feels.
Yeah. But I know what's gonna happen. But I know what should happen.
True. Let's see here. I think the last bit here, side tangent. We ain't got to dive into it, but I'm pretty sure we're gonna get a triple threat tag team between Nia, Lash, Bellas, and Charlotte and Bliss. That's probably what's gonna happen. Actually had a solid match. I did enjoy that tag match that on SmackDown, and it ended in the DQ because Nia and Lash end up attacking the Bellas outside the ring. Bellas come back in the ring, DQ. They have a match for the tag belts with the Bellas next week, which probably ended in DQ, and therefore you get your triple threat at fucking Mania. Like, I'm pretty sure that's the line that we're going here. Yeah. Which I had called out Bellas was going to tag or be in the tag team title picture. I didn't think it was going to be a triple threat though, but.
I mean, they got to do something. Both of them probably still rusty.
And that's what I'm saying. What's better to have four, pretty polished individuals in the ring while you guys are just coming back? Mm-hmm. Like, it makes sense. What doesn't make sense is a Orton turn. Randy Orton turns. And Randy turns in a brutal fashion. It wasn't like, oh, I'm just going to RKO you because we're beefing. No. He goes straight goddamn psycho killer here. Right? They signed the contract, which starts off on a promo where, like, hey, Cody's like, oh, I want the Legend Killer, I want the Viper, I want this guy, I want that guy to show up at Mania. And then afterwards, we'll still love each other. I'm like, nah, that's not gonna work. And in what world do you ask a nigga to be a killer and then afterwards we're gonna hug it out? That shit is not gonna work here. Randy's like, all right, whatever. They shakes his hand, smash the nigga's head on the table. I was like, oh, okay, so we're doing this. Cool, right? I'm thinking everything's going to be in the ring. Wrong. Nigga gets the steel steps. Bong. Oh, shit. Cody fucking leaking. He's blading. We're blading. What about the children people? There's blood everywhere. And
fuck the kids.
He fucking sets Randy sets Cody's head inside the edge of the steps, like the top of the fucking steps here.
Mm-hmm.
And people are like, oh, what the fuck is going on here, bro? Like, he's bleeding. He ripped this man's shirt off. Like, Cody on the goddamn table, one goddamn shoe on. He looked like he got his ass beat. People come out to the back. They're all like, hey, Randy, cut it out. What are you doing? Stop. Don't do this. Randy bumps into Jelly Roll. Oh, fuck. It's Jelly Roll. I can't be a bad guy. What am I doing? I'm going to disappear. Sorry, Jelly Roll.
Get the fuck out of here. He pushed that nigga down too, man.
He did. He's you're my friend, Jelly Roll. I gotta get out of here. He leaves. I'm like, okay, we're sitting on this camera angle for way too fucking long. Something's about to fucking happen here. All of a sudden, you hear the crowd. Oh my god! Pow! Then come with the chair and like he smacks Cody on top of the head inside the steps. Shot makes no fucking sense to me, but I get it. It's for dramatics. We got to make it look like he killed him. Cool. Randy takes this chair, puts it in the fucking ring, holds the belt, in show. I'm now sitting here a little confused. I don't know if this is where we wanted to go. I don't know if this helps Cody be cheered, because it didn't, because the crowd is saying, one more time,
hit that nigga
to the goddamn babyface champion.
Mm-hmm.
That's not the first time that's ever happened.
It's not. But at the same time, Randy's one of those immortals where like you're not gonna get people to boo Randy Orton.
I don't think that was the plan.
Elaborate. 'Cause I have seen that pop up on the internet as well. What do you mean by that?
Like, just because someone turns heel, especially in nowadays, like they're not gonna automatically be booed. Like, most heels are cheered. Roman was cheered when he was peak heel. Like, Swerve had to turn to face because he was getting cheered so much as a heel. Like, heels get cheered. Like, the only heels that have true legit heat is Logan Paul, and for a point in time was Dom. Now Dom is actually getting cheers also. So like,
whoa. Don't disrespect a ring general, nigga. He can't go nowhere without getting booed.
yeah, but niggas still love Gunther too, bro. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, people love, like we're the smart wrestling fans now. Like, people do love heels. There's like a few. There's legitimately in any company a few heels that like get legitimate boo, I hate you type of heat. If you do something cool, and again, we don't see blood that often in the E. You do something cool, you're going to get cheered. Like, it's when Bronson Reed attacked Seth Rollins, they were saying one more time to that. Like, they're like, it doesn't matter who the face
coughing
is.
up blood. They're like, do it again.
Yeah,
like,
they were like, do it again. And Seth was hot as hell at the time. So like, so to me, that part doesn't like. I don't think other H, and Randy was like, what?
Because so
What I miss? My eyes were closed. Pause.
that's the problem. So when you said Seth was hot as hell at the time, at first his mind went wrestler mind, and then it immediately went elsewhere, and you can see his face change. He was like, and he didn't want to say pause, but he really wanted to say.
No, what's crazy? I wasn't even going there. I was thinking like, is that 4 times this nigga was injured? That nigga he got tsunami. I was counting the injuries, nigga. I was like,
that's a fake injury. Oh my god, you guys gotta stop that shit.
Hey, hold on. Don't you guys?
That nigga got more knee surgeries than Brandon Roy.
Thanks, ladies and gentlemen. That's the Monday Night Wave with JDT and Hero. We'll catch y'all out the mud with Rashad McKenzie.
Bro,
he said I could get 81. Who's 81? Kobe 81. Out the mud with Rashad McKenzie.
Bro. That was so. Like, as a Brandon Roy fan and a Seth Rollins fan, I'm like, how did we get here? Like, what do you?
Oh shit.
I don't even.
Hey, that's how you end the pod right there.
What was the fucking topic? What were we even talking about? Bro, I gotta pee. Can we go to AEW? I gotta pee real quick, bro. I can't even.
Oh my god.
Brandon Roy. Oh my god. I'm the stream adjusting stuff.
He said, that's the Monday Night Wave with JDT and Hero. Catch y'all next week.
Bro, and it came off so unconscious. I'm sorry. It just came off the hip. That was like the best thing to say in this moment. Shoot, no filter. Didn't care about nobody's feelings. Just said it.
He said your nigga had more knee surgeries than Brandon Roy. Oh god. Oh shit.
Oh, yo, that's good. That's fucking great, yo.
That nigga said, I could get 81. If you factor this in, who's 81? Kobe's 81. Hey, it's out the mud. Oh god. What is wrong with you?
Yeah, that was fucked.
What is wrong with you?
That was bad.
Oh, that last 5 minutes was tough, bro. That shit was crazy.
Oh, goodness gracious. My bad. We got a show to do.
Hey, it's your fault.
It's not my fault.
It's literally your fault.
Hey, you know what's so crazy about that? I ain't never seen like Hero stuck. Like that hit him in his chest. It was like, oh, wait, he right, but you ain't gotta say it like that. Nigga, like, fuck.
Cause he's a real life Blazer fan. Like me, I'm a Heat fan, but like I don't root against the Blazers. But like he's a Blazer fan. So that shit is disrespectful as fuck.
To like process, like, damn, Seth got knee injuries. Brandon Roy also had knee injuries. Damn,
both his niggas don't have knees. And he could probably hear all of this.
No, I did. Yeah, no, I had. You know, the fucked up thing is, I would have accepted Greg Oden. I would have accepted that joke. But Brandon Roy, bro, you just attacked the heart of the city, my nigga. Like you had to make it BR7, bro. Like really? I instantly went back to the fucking the Western Conference Finals against the Rockets, and I'm like, oh fuck. Or the finals against the Mavericks. I'm like, oh, I can't believe you did that shit. That's crazy.
That's fucking funny.
Oh shit.
Okay, let's get into AEW.
No cartilage. All right, bro.
No, absolutely zero cartilage in his knees, bro.
Did we finish SmackDown? I don't know how. Like, where did we?
We're done.
Yeah, but like, how do we end that segment? I don't even know why stuff was brought up. I'm gonna bring just like you said. Why are we bringing up Seth? I don't know what we were talking about.
No, it's not my fault. You said that I was thinking about something else. I was thinking about the time Seth was injured. He said, "Oh, he got written off," and now your boy's Brandon Roy. That's how it happened here.
Because he was hot. Yeah.
So
I misinterpreted his face that time because
I don't think that's the online worthy one. Maybe it is, but my facial expression breaking that shit when I was hearing it in real time, you will see my face you will see me make like 8 faces.
Oh god.
Oh yeah, that was tough. Like I've never seen this man like stunned. Like, oh. The audacity! How dare you, sir?
Just it's that James Franco meme, like, just stand up, like, oh my god.
That shit was so disrespectful.
Fuck, man. Fuck. Good shit.
Okay. So, Dynamite go home show, or one of 2 go home shows. The other one's airing today, so I'll probably see some stuff after we get done potting here. Dynamite. Has a couple matches here. Apparently, just side stories. Death Rider's beef with Don Callis Family, of course, because Konosuke is going to end up fighting Mox at Revolution for the Continental title, which I'm pretty sure he should win here.
No time limit. I am so concerned about that part. Just FYI.
See,
it is a no time limit match.
Yeah, there's no time limit. It's just
that bitch is going to go 40 minutes, bro.
Probably.
It's going to go 40 minutes, bro.
It probably won't. I don't see Konosuke getting bloody. Most Japanese wrestlers don't. Like,
that don't mean Mox ain't gonna be bleeding like a stuck pig for no
Yeah,
reason.
Mox probably bleeding. Mox gonna hit something. But I don't think Konosuke will be bloody here, so nothing to really worry about on that end.
Yeah, you in America, baby. You better get ready to sing the Pledge of Allegiance.
That's awful.
Yo,
the
real life timing is crazy.
I was thinking of the Rush Hour 3 clip. I was thinking of Rush Hour 3.
That's awful.
My bad. Olympics is over. Go Japan. But what do you want me to say? All right, I'm done talking.
I'm definitely clipping that one. I'm gonna find a way.
keep it in like Don Callis here. So we know that Claudio is like CMLL world champion. That's why he's beefing with Hechicero. So there's still some continuity there. Overall, the tag team match was solid. I thought it was a good tag team. So we'll see where that goes. Also, what happened at the end of that match is they were attempting to attack Mox with the chair, and Konosuke's like, "No, I'm not trying to like use weapons. I'll get it my own. I'll do it my own way." Kind of hinting at the babyface turn for Konosuke, which is what we all been kind of asking for a really long time here. So we'll see how that kind of works here. I'm interested though, because if he gets his belt, are you just gonna reignite the fucking Okada beef, and now we have to do a merger again for the belts?
That's plausible.
Somebody on this panel had talked about that and said that all these belts was a means to an end because you're just gonna end up merging them again. I
thought we had a solution. They unseparate the goddamn belts for no reason. I thought we had a fix.
Anyway, the tag match was solid. My one nitpick was the ending angle that you're talking about. Mm-hmm. I just feel like it took too long. Like it was like they were like once he said no to the chair, that should have been done. But then like he said no to the chair, and then Hechicero, and then someone else was like, "What? For sure? Like you sure you don't want to do it?" Like it was like, bro, like it was like 3 minutes longer than it should have been. I like what they're trying to do with it, but yeah, like that ending angle was 3 minutes longer than it should have been. It was like he said no before the chair, he said no during the chair, and he said no after the chair. It just should have just stopped at the chair. Like how many times he's going to say no? I don't want to beat him down. I want him ripe or whatever, fresh for our match. But I agree with you that I think Konosuke should win. I will say, this version of this anti-hero, essentially babyface version of Moxley is way better as a he's better as a face. Death Rider still sucked, don't get me wrong, but Moxley as a character and his work rate or whatever, his matches, he to me he's better as a face. He's better utilized doing what he's doing now. Sorta. I don't need to see him in like open challenges every week or whatever, but I feel like what we're watching, how he's working now, is so much better than how he was working when he was world champion last year. If that makes sense.
Which is crazy.
Like, he's a better face.
The only difference is the belt that's attached. Like it's that, and they're just fucking wrestling. They're not beefing with the baby faces. They're just fucking fighting whoever. Like I think that's the only major difference that I mean,
he's working slightly different. Just slightly, like he's working more of a face style. Like he's not just doing his I'm a drink your bones and but
that nigga
he's still doing that
was
shit.
Biting Mark Davis's hand when that nigga's hand was bleeding. I definitely saw that.
He has a big hand.
Also here, quick note, we had a kind of like a face-off here between MJF and Kyle Fletcher here, where MJF asked Fletcher to, hey, do me a solid and really like fuck Bailey up. And Fletcher was like, bro, I don't take orders from you. I'm not fucking with you. And then Don Callis approaches and he's like, yo, is he paying us to do stuff? And Don's like, no, I'm not that crazy. I wouldn't do that. So kind of insinuate that there could be at some point, Don Callis like, hey, MJF's paying us a lot of money to, take off certain individuals. And maybe Kyle's not fucking with that because I don't fuck with you. So maybe that's a seed being planted here. Just keep an eye on that.
I noticed that too.
Fletcher versus Speedball was an absolute fucking banger. I think that it's kind of funny because in the same vein of like going 50-50 with like Michin and Jay, I don't think Fletcher should have been 50-50, but it was an entertaining ass match.
Not even close.
Should not be 50-50 with Speedball. But cool, and shouldn't have to utilize Okada as the.
He shouldn't have to cheat. He shouldn't. He should not have to had cheat in that match. Go D.
He shouldn't be subjected to all that filth they got running around him right now. That's the truth. That's the problem. He shouldn't have to deal with the Don Callis thing at all. You can't have me coming out the first match and it's fuck Don Callis chants and booing Don Callis, and then probably in my eyes, in my opinion, and in my eyes, your third hottest wrestler in the company is coming out with the nigga we just said fuck that nigga.
Right.
Like, and then he's on commentary. I also do not want to hear you while I listen or watch the Protostar, please change the name, Protostar go 50-50 with them with no feet. Speedball Bailey's fired. But I don't want to see them and Kyle Fletcher going 50-50. I just don't.
Especially when I seen like Fletcher, like I saw you battle Mark Briscoe, right?
7 times.
7 times. This shouldn't really be a problem, you know. Once again, not taking anything away from the match, but as far as like power dynamics, the scaling goes, we're kind of lopsided here.
If they have ratings, Kyle Fletcher's like an 89. He on the cusp of a 90. He at 89 overall, and Speedball they might be a 77 on a good day.
81, maybe.
I'd put Speedball at like 78 and Kyle at like 86.
You close to what I said, but I definitely feel like he close to 90. Like
he's definitely close for sure to that 90. We get a quick little squash match with Brody King, which leads into Brody getting choked out by Swerve as he jumps the crowd. Masked Man and Chain comes at Brody King. This started some controversy online here because we saw that Brody King broke a chain and people were severely upset here. Yeah, I was trying to figure out why people were upset.
So most people were upset because he broke a chain, and it had nothing to do with the racial angle. But it was like, well, he's supposed to break the chain. Of course, the chain is fake for this particular stunt, you guys. But just notice though, like how, you know, they want us to believe that the white man is being suppressed. You know what I'm saying? Like that he's under the chains of oppression, and that he just ripped them easily. Just rip. You know, broccoli's man-made, brother. You know that, right? I thought it was a cool segment. If I had a nitpick, it's just I don't think Swerve should have ran away once he saw the chain was broken. If you're the most dangerous man in the world,
you got it back.
Yeah, like I just feel like him trying to like, you know, oh shit, and then try to run away. I feel like that kind of like it kind of killed the vibe for me. And as far as Swerve, and this is me giving as much praise to Swerve as I can. And also another thing, I think he should stop saying Swerve House. Whose house? Swerve House. I think during the skill run,
babyface chant,
like to get rid of the chant because again, like
because it is like a babyface thing.
Yeah, and it's just one of those things where we talked about it earlier, like Swerve, like when he broke into Adam Page's house and held the baby, like he was the hottest ever. And then they had to wait another like 2 weeks, and then they put the title on him, making him babyface, and then that's when his star started to go down. If we're gonna keep him, like if you want to make him heel, take away the chant, give him fans something that they can't do. And then when he does go back to face again, I think you bring the chant back, and I think you bring back that original song, because that Swerve when you draw it, like they need to bring that back. And that is all the praises this man will ever get from me for the rest of the show. But I thought the angle was good.
That was actually really good.
I thought it was a good squash match. It was needed. When we get to predictions, I'll let you know. But yeah, no, I thought it was a good thing. I thought it was a cool segment.
You can take away him saying whose house, but you're not going to take away the crowd saying Swerve's house. They say it when he come out. They say it when he do anything. Like it's akin to the what chant. Like you can't you cannot stop people from doing what they want to do if they want to cheer or boo or say a slogan or whatever the case.
True.
You can stop him from doing the prompt, sure, yes, but the moment he do something dope, you're gonna hear it. You're gonna hear it.
Yeah.
So,
facts. No, facts.
As far as like what he should have done, I agree. He shouldn't have ran, even though it's a heelish thing to do. He should have just kicked him in the balls. Like I would have, like, if I'm gonna be a heel and he broke the chain and he turns around, kick him in the nuts, and then hit your knee, your finisher, whatever your finisher is on him, and stand over the top of him. Like that's a heel thing to do, because at least you give Brody King as the face a reason why he's down, because Swerve did some cheap shit, and this is a big dude, so it's not like he putting Kenny Omega through a table. It's a completely different interaction. So,
not really too much to like say particularly about the story being involved here, because there really wasn't. Just want to highlight the Persephone and Willow match was also really good. Also, shout out to Persephone. I do like her promos that she's been putting out online. I've been seeing those. Also, really good fucking promos. What spins out of this match that they have here is that Willow ends up announcing that she's doing double duty on Revolution. She's doing a TBS title match against Lena Cross, and she's also doing the defending the tag team belts the same night as well. So one of these belts is coming off of them.
It's gonna be the tag belts.
One of the belts is coming off.
Because you're not, like, having her lose the TBS belt on the 0 hour is kind of crazy.
Absolutely crazy.
Yeah.
Like, that's a warm-up hour. We're not even supposed to really be watching that for real. That's just to give niggas something to do while they wait for something to do.
Yeah. Jesus. Oh, man. What am I going to do before this 5-hour pay-per-view? Let me watch an hour of wrestling. I hate this.
He was like, yeah, I'm going to do that. That's exactly
I'm here, bro.
I'm all for baby faces being fighting champions. It's just, I don't like when it to me, it makes her look stupid. Like she chose to be in 2 matches. No one forced her. No one forced her hand. She wasn't attacked. So to me, it's like, why would my baby face want to have so much obscurity? And it's like,
confidence.
It's too much of a tell to where, like, yeah, one of these titles is probably going to go off. I would assume it would be the tag, to DT's point, because losing the TBS, which is the women's mid-carder, on a pre-show is egregious to me. But also, sometimes this company does surprise me, so I don't know. But
Jamie Hardy came back on the pre-show, so like anything is fucking possible.
A lot of people show up on pre-shows that shouldn't be on pre-shows. But yeah, no, I didn't like Willow be like, you know what, fuck it, I want to work twice. For what?
Yeah, I'm a fighting champion. I get it. Once again, you're the babyface, you're the fighting champion, but double duty
on the same show, like that, like. To me, that's not what a smart babyface.
It wasn't like you wanted to be like, oh, in Collision, I'll do the TBS, against Lena Cross. Like, okay, cool. Like, you can do them 2 on the pay-per-view. Yeah, you're one of them belts is coming off.
Yeah. If I'm Harley Cameron, I'm like, bitch, what are you doing? Like, you might cost me my title. Like that. Like, if I'm Harley Cameron, I'm looking at her crazy.
At the same time, that means she's gonna be, fatigued. Lena's also gonna be fatigued because it's against Bane and Lena again. So it's like it's kind of an even playing field here. Both wrestlers
I thought it was Bane and Ford. Is it Bane and
No, Ford is still out from injury.
Oh,
you weren't here when we talked about that. The moonsault.
Yeah, no. I do remember her being injured, but I thought she was starting to pair with Shafir. Yeah, okay, I must have missed that. Yeah.
Yeah. So Bane. I forgot when Lena came. I think Lena Cross had. Popped up in one of the tag matches as like a heel for Bane and Ford. Ford got injured. Lena Cross steps in, and now we have Megan Bane and Lena Cross versus Babes of Wrath. So that's kind of where we're at right here.
Megan is probably gonna pin Willow.
Yes.
Yeah.
Probably, and she needs it. I think Megan Bane has been working. We've been asking for a belt on her for a minute now, so. We'll see how that works. Let's see, what else do we got here? Ciampa and Briscoe are still beefing here. We see that Ciampa kind of pairs with FTR, but I think this is like a one-off, just like they both need heels here. I don't think Ciampa needs to be next to FTR, to be honest. I don't think he needs to be next to Mark Briscoe, but Tony likes rehashing ROH stuff, and Briscoe and Ciampa has battled in ROH, so
he don't need to.
Here we are.
He don't need to be around no acronyms. He don't need to be around no acronyms. No.
It's not even just ROH stuff.
No FTR,
they just rehash something that happened on NXT.
no FTR, no MFTs,
no DIYs,
no DIYs.
Mm-hmm.
That's funny.
If he gets put in the Don Callis family, I swear to God, I'll go back to never watching AEW again.
I don't think so.
I promise you.
So. Because like Ciampa's whole thing is that he cut a promo afterwards. Like his thing is that I want to be the sicko. I want to be the guy, the rage. I'm trying to let off this what I couldn't be in the past, quote unquote.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think that he wants to be in a group. I think he wants to be just the psycho killer kind of like dude. Press conference we have between Hangman Adam Page and MJF closes the show here. The setup is interesting because they actually do like a real like press conference. Like the people in the audience are actually real, pro wrestling like journalists and social media. It's funny because like I think one of the questions they asked that kind of stuck out was that Hangman, if you lose, like who are you? And he was like, well, I'm just not gonna lose. Kind of showing that like that the character doesn't know what to do if he was not to be able to go for the world championship. I don't want them to foreshadow this, but I also don't think MJF should lose. We also spoke about this before. Like if he's gonna go on this route where he's never gonna challenge for the championship, I don't know. I'm really indifferent on how this works here.
He gonna be going against Ricochet and them.
This match actually legitimately scares me. This match legitimately scares me because I do not think it is smart to put the title back on Hangman, but also I don't think it's smart to do the same thing that they did when Cody Rhodes was there and make it so that he can't challenge for the title anymore. It is so dumb that they would even hint this, and the only out that I can think of is if he goes heel again and then but all the elite would have to go heel again, and then the Bucks could be like, you know what, he's our friend, we'll just make him go for the title because we're EVPs. That's the only out, but that's going to take some time for that out. So I'm like, why would you even put yourself in this situation? Because MJF should not lose this match. When we get to prediction, spoiler, that's my prediction. I want MJF to win, but I am very scared because why would you even tease doing the same thing you guys did with Cody?
I think that's all of our predictions.
And then also Hangman doesn't lose the Texas Death Match. So it's like it's really he's never lost a Texas Death Match.
Which is exactly why he should.
Exactly, right? But then he doesn't go for the title anymore. It's perplexing. I'm perplexed.
And last year Revolution, it was him and MJF, and he beat MJF last year. Like you're not doing. MJF's gonna get his lick back with this win in LA in your match, right? So that you can never challenge for the championship again.
And talk cash.
And the only way that you can challenge again is that if you go off. Not only way, but I'm pretty sure the only way is that he has to go back on his word to show that you're not as authentic as you said you were, right? That's been MJF's whole thing is that he's trying to prove to people that you are a fraud. Mm-hmm. Your word doesn't mean anything. I think this is how we get there.
Like he said, what was that, a year ago, 2 years, or a year and a half ago? It's cool when they love you when you do it, but when I do it, I'm a bad guy. It's cool when they do it. It's a problem when I do it.
Yeah, it's like you burned down somebody's house, you did all this bullshit, but they booed me.
Yep.
I'm there. I'm there, asshole.
Is that because there's no way that Tony's like, oh, you never challenge again. He's like, no, we'll do this, but we're gonna make it that you're gonna have this redemption arc where Hangman's gonna have to earn the trust of the people again after he done went back on his word. Or the match ends in a draw.
Hold on, I'm looking at it now. I don't see a time limit. Does it say time limit?
For what? What are you talking about?
No, it doesn't say.
No, I mean like referee stoppage. Like shit just gets so out of hand. look, man, I'm giving you options here.
No, you're not. No, you're not.
I mean,
That's not an option. That's not
it's
real.
an option. It's just not a good one because the sickos will be mad. It'll be 1 a.m. where they're at, and they're gonna be pissed.
You thought last year was bad with Mox and Edge. You do a draw in a Texas death match? You won't see that level of hate since the fucking Hell in a Cell was all red. Like,
the Seth and Fiend match.
Seth and Bray?
Like, how do you get a DQ in a Hell in a Cell? It's a fucking Hell in a Cell.
They will in AEW. Niggas are gonna, bro. They're gonna riot, nigga. They're gonna fucking riot. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how they do this. I'm pretty sure they're gonna go the way of Heyman is a fraud, which also is gonna prove Swerve's point too, where it's like, you know, he's not as loved as everybody. Like, everybody has a thing with Hangman and his authenticity. Like, because you're always beloved.
He shepherded himself as like the moral police.
Right.
Like he's the guy with morals, which is, you know, we're not going to bring in real life stuff, but online last month he was getting kind of attacked because it seemed a little, you know, hypocrisy-ish. But
very
like
so.
he's the moral compass.
I missed it. I want to know.
Well, we could talk about it off there. I don't know if we should.
Yeah, I was gonna say something, but it would be too on the nail here, so I'll hold off.
But it's what Ospreay just did.
Baka got a weird case.
Yeah, I did see those tweets.
Yeah,
but I didn't know. Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, like he's their their biggest baby face in the sense of like morals. Like if you want to, you can almost do a 1-to-1 to like a Cody as far as like he's the you know, as Batista said, you're the one that's going to be kissing babies and hugging fat chicks. Like that's what Hangman is for them. He's their baby face. He's their white baby, even though he does effed up stuff, but also it's because, you know, everyone has a gray area.
Yep.
But yeah, man, I don't know, man. I'm really scared for this match. Like, this is the one match, like, I will probably be fully not invested in, like, it's not invested in the sense that I want to see this match. Because I did not like this press conference. I thought it killed the flow, and even the live crowd was booing it. So it's like, this didn't, what happened on Dynamite didn't make me want to be like, oh, I have to see this Revolution show. Or this particular match. But what makes me really want to see this match is what I just said. You know, it's like I'm just fucking scared because it's like I don't want Hangman doesn't need it again, and like he's a boring champion. Man,
both directions are a bad choice. It's crazy. It's crazy to be like both options are a bad choice.
I mean, MJF retaining is a good choice. It's just like, why did you add this extra stipulation? Because now you have to work. You backed yourself in a corner that you're gonna have to work yourself out of. I don't know. Yeah.
Look, I get it, but I'm also trying to think like, if MJF wins, next in line is probably going to be Ospreay. I think Ospreay does come back tomorrow. I think he shows, right? But the question is MJF versus Ospreay the better match, or is the rematch from Double or Nothing between Hangman and Ospreay the better match? Like, he's coming back, and you have to think about who's going to be the one to be the next champion. Like, which one makes the most sense?
Well, the way AEW works, you don't just return and instantly get a title match. He's going to have to get a couple wins.
But Wembley's in 4 months.
Yeah, like, I mean that's time. We still got to see MJF and Kenny again, assuming Kenny, you know, comes back and fights Swerve, and then goes that like. Andrade wasn't like, so what was it?
There's a lot.
It's March. So yeah, like all February, like we saw like a big pool of people that were like contending, where it was Andrade, Swerve, Kenny, Hangman. They can always throw in someone random, but yeah.
Forgive me, but is there a reason why Swerve is not next in line? Did I miss something?
Because he lost twice. I think that was what.
So he lost to Andrade, right? And Andrade lost to Hangman, and Kenny lost to Swerve. It was this whole weird ass thing.
Right, check that. But what I'm saying is when MJF had that promo in the ring that essentially kicked off this new MJF era of him being the champ, the two people in the ring from my recollection, was Hangman and Swerve. So Hangman getting beat on tomorrow moves him out of the way and then opens up a lane for Swerve. Is there a reason why y'all haven't said anything about Swerve? Did I?
No.
Like, I'm legitimately asking because I don't know if I missed something where they wrestled and he lost, like him and MJF wrestled and lost, or he's just being overstated at this point.
No, because right now his thing was I'm gonna take out Kenny. I took out Kenny. I'm now gonna face Brody because Kenny said he was the most dangerous man, so I'm gonna take out Brody and then probably head into Dynasty looking to get that title shot because Dynasty is Swerve's, like, that's his coin pay-per-view. So if anything, you might get MJF versus Swerve at Dynasty, or he may get fucking swindled again.
Yeah, because also now they're both heels.
Swerve.
That doesn't. We just talked about how that doesn't matter.
Anything.
Yeah, no, it doesn't stop. It doesn't stop anything, but it
like. The reason I asked that is because, as someone who's like casual in and out, the last big thing that I saw that mattered in terms of setting up story arc, etc., was that promo with those three in the ring. So now you're telling me that there's a Texas death match that's happening that has ties to last year's match from when Hangman beat MJF, and Hangman has a stipulation he's never going to challenge again. If I, as the guy who's never going to challenge again, loses, that means contendership for the championship should automatically, quote unquote, open to the next person who was in that ring when that particular promo happened. Mm-hmm. Because all of this should be revolving around MJF, that promo, and him being the face of AEW. The two people he was dressing down in that ring was Hangman and Swerve. So after Swerve is done with
Joe.
What? Have we seen Joe on TV? I haven't
no, Joe's injured right now. Honestly, the next person, if MJF retains, the next person technically should be Andrade.
In the realm of booking, it should be Andrade because he's the one that's been winning. So
because he beat Swerve, but he lost to Hangman, which is how Hangman got that number one contendership.
Right.
Got it. Okay.
But they could always switch it up. That's just
exactly.
Technicality.
Exactly. In essence, like, you're also talking about Swerve going to probably bully his way into the situation anyway, right? Mm-hmm. So it could definitely happen.
Like
also, we don't know when Kenny's coming back.
If I'm the most dangerous man alive, or I'm saying I am, and I take out your super face, because to me that would just make sense, because MJF and Brody MJF and Brody did just have a match. And MJF gave him some kudos for that. But anyway, okay, but based on the way my mind is working, if so you're saying those four, so now it's 4 people, not 3 people, but those 4 people that were in the ring, one is injured, one has a stipulation they can't ever challenge again. You're saying Andrade, and then there's Swerve, who was the other person in the ring. If I'm the most dangerous man alive, I'm gonna take out the competition. So I got I X Brody out. Andrade is the next one in the way. Despite me losing to him, I could always attack this nigga whenever and start up another feud for that contendership to then get back into that space for that to be the next marquee match.
And you also hit kind of a really good point, because what happens if somebody interferes in this Texas death match?
Which is what I'm thinking too.
Which is what I was thinking, but you can't have that match end in a DQ. So
you can't, but you could also keep some heat on somebody by him I don't really like you. I'll make sure you never challenge for this shit again.
That's the other way they can make it out, similar to what just happened with Cody and Drew. If Hangman got screwed out of it for whatever reason, then TK could be like, well, you got screwed, so that is null and void, that you can't no longer challenge for the title.
I think that might happen.
They could do that.
I think because, remember 3 or 4 weeks ago, we're looking at Swerve being big brother or little brother because Kenny's in the ring and Hangman have this thing with Kenny and they're overlooking him. Mm-hmm. So who's to say that Swerve wins his match against Brody tomorrow and it's overlook this, right? And that's how you have it.
Brings out the real chain, throws him over the ropes and starts choking him like he did Moxley last match.
It's possible. It's highly possible.
Kenny's probably gonna come back. his Street Fighter thing that he was doing is over, I believe.
So does he come out during that match too?
I'm not saying he comes out during the match, but I'm saying like that will probably be the Dynasty match. Is Dynasty the next pay-per-view?
Yeah, Dynasty next one.
It will probably finally get Kenny and Swerve, because the only reason Kenny got written off was because he was doing Street Fighter stuff.
Street Fighter, yeah. All right, let's jump into predictions. I'm not going to do the pre-show, of course, although the Battle Royal for the championship is very interesting to me because I'm pretty sure somebody's going to come back, but I don't know who's going to come back. Maybe Jay White, not too sure. Also, I do know Joe is recovering, and they said Joe should be back soon, so we'll see.
How much longer?
Which also
isn't he retiring soon?
Joe, he
never put a timetable on it.
Yeah, he never put a time, but definitely soon. We talked about MJF and Hangman. Next one is FTR Bucks. Honestly, I don't care. I know a match is gonna be great, but I don't think either one of y'all should be in this title run here. Was probably going to happen. It probably be the Bucks. FTR has had it. You probably get the return of Edge and Christian, or at least Copeland comes back here in LA, and Bucks probably retain here.
Oh, brother.
See, yeah. So I think Edge and Christian show up. I feel like no, I agree, because it's weird because that's a feud that doesn't necessarily need a title, but I feel like they're going to give Christian and Edge or Christian and Copeland a run with the titles before Copeland finally retires, and then if that's the case, we're also going to there's no way that the Bucks are going to want to fight Christian and Copeland, right. So it's I'm going to go with FTR.
Okay,
I'm gonna go with FTR, and then Copeland and them show up either after the match. I'm assuming after the match, and then we get that match. Eventually, they get the titles, and then somehow we eventually do get Bucks and Edge and Christian. But I'm gonna go with FTR for this.
I'm gonna just cut out the middleman, and I'm gonna go with the Bucks, and then that'll lead into Christian and Copeland. CNC.
We talked about Mox and Kenosuke already, where we pretty on board with Kenosuke getting that one here.
Kenosuke.
Andrade versus Bandito.
You already know what I'm gonna say.
El Idolo on my end, baby.
That's
let's go.
Listen.
Send the message.
Top 5.
I win.
Top 5 wrestler in the company.
I win. This match is about to be fire. I hope. I don't want to get my expectations too high,
it's
but
probably going to be the best
be
match of the show, dog.
Nick,
let's keep it a buck. It's probably going to be the best match on the fucking show, bro.
Oh God, I'll be so mad if it wasn't. But this is what I want to watch. I hope it's a fucking heater. Brody versus Swerve.
Swerve.
Okay.
Swerve is the logical choice. I want Brody to win, of course. But Swerve is the logical choice. I'm gonna choose Brody.
Also, could be Swerve's thing too. Swerve lose to Brody. He's like, "Fuck, if I lose, you lose. I can bring you down that way too. It doesn't matter."
No, I mean it does, but no.
The real question, because it's in LA, how long are the fuck ice chants gonna be?
Oh, they're going. They're ringing off.
Okay.
We didn't get any of this show though, did we? If I'm not mistaken, during this squash match, we did.
Yeah, they got it.
Okay.
You got it in the Don Callis segment. The first match, it was fuck Don Callis and it was fuck Ice too, all at the same time.
Right. No, I mean, when Brody showed up, in that match, I don't remember hearing them say fuck Ice while Brody was actually out there / getting choked and all that shit.
Well, transparently, the match was only 30 seconds long.
You can still get that shit off, but no, you're not wrong. You know, I didn't remember it, but yeah, LA, that shit.
It's going off.
You might as well start the show with that match, honestly, just so you can get that out of the way. Low-key, if I'm TK, you trying to, Paramount just bought the shit, just might as well get that out.
But on pay-per-views, nobody owns the shit. It's gonna be on Max, but
it's still a bad. It's still not the greatest look per se.
He'll probably start it with Tony Storm and Marina Shafir.
Nah.
No, he never
usually
starts with a
starts
women's
something
match.
fucking. Yeah, it's true. Tekla stat: 2 out of 3 falls for the women's championship.
So Tekla just got whipped. Not Tekla. I'm sorry. Statlander just got whipped. Just flogged in the middle of the ring for no reason.
And
so
Tekla does hit bitches with belts. That's been her thing.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go Tekla.
Okay.
I love Stat Daddy, but I am also gonna go Tekla.
I think I'm gonna go Tekla too, and I think just based off of like, mine's not even wrestling. It's just media coverage and like being able to like be that person in every other avenue. It makes sense. You need somebody out there who's able to go to the NASCAR and shake hands, talk, cut promos, go to news circles and whatnot. And Tekla's been doing that really well.
I'm going to go. Since it's 2 out of 3 falls, I'm gonna go Statlander and then Tekla.
Okay.
I'm gonna go Tekla, because usually they do switch it up.
Yeah.
But I mean, this is also AEW, so they could do something different. Because I'm
that nigga go 2-0 is crazy. If Tekla go 2-0, that's I don't think I've seen that in the 2 out of 3 falls ever.
I think she just stood there, got her ass whipped literally, and then beat up. And I think she's gonna come out first part of that match strong, and then I don't think it's gonna last
long.
Callis Family, Fletcher, Okada, Davis versus Jet Speed and Mystico for trios.
Because of my hatred, I'm going Mystico for Jet Speed.
Mystico and Jet Speed is the better team, but I think since Mystico is slightly part-time-ish, I think they're going to stick with the Don Callis family. Especially if Konosuke wins, then you got more gold. You can get that picture.
True.
TK could do the Triple H point. This will be good.
That makes sense. If hypothetically, Callis Family wins, and
Konosuke
get his belt. Mm-hmm. Your next target is Andrade to go get the AEW World Heavyweight. That would make the most sense.
Yeah, but is he actually gonna get that though? You're not gonna.
No.
You're
absolutely
not gonna take. So, but yeah, the picture would be nice.
But that builds your story for the next month.
The picture would be nice because you'll have Konosuke, Takeshita. You'll have the Protostar, Kyle Fletcher. They'll all have gold, and they can all stand.
Yeah,
there.
Okada still has gold.
Okay, yeah, they can all stand there and look like douchebags.
Yeah, that makes sense. Tony, Marina, everybody's banned from ringside.
I'm going Tony. For my own personal reasons.
I want Tony to win, but I feel like they might finally be like, I want Tony to win, but I'm gonna choose Marina for this. I think they're gonna finally give Marina some
a win.
Some wins, credible single wins.
Babe's Wrath, Bane and Lena Cross. I think we kind of touched on this already. Mm-hmm. If Willow wins earlier, Bane's probably getting this tag belt.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Fair.
Yeah.
And the last one here, Darby, Cassidy, Roderick versus Bullet Club War Dogs, which is Finley, Clark, Connors, and Gabe Kidd.
We didn't touch on that. How did you feel about this debut? I've never seen David Finley before. I know his name.
I saw like 2 or 3 matches in New Japan, and I think he did something at Forbidden Door, but I'm not too familiar with David Finley.
Okay, because I'm like, this is why we need video packages. Anyway, so the heels just went on this Wednesday, so assuming they do basic wrestling logic, then I think the faces win. I'm gonna go Darby and Roderick. Maybe, hopefully, Kyle shows back up.
Yeah. Darby been getting dragged in body bags for like 8 weeks.
That's by his own choosing. He like to do this shit.
Probably does. Probably does.
Bro.
But he's been on the punishing end of fucking Gabe Kidd for 8 weeks.
Are there any Lyft drivers in this match?
Yeah, I mean that was for sure staged, but it was cool.
I'm gonna go the dogs because it's AEW and they just do shit backwards in my eyes. So I'm gonna go the dogs. And
Yeah, I'm going to dogs just based on tag team logic. Like y'all are a team. Y'all shouldn't lose. The makeshift team shouldn't beat y'all.
And then you know what they should do? They should put the dogs with Brody King and then have like a big pack of dogs. And they should all bark.
I see what you did there.
No, I see it too.
I see what you did there.
Just run it back. Bring it back.
All right.
Has anybody
I
seen
think
Buddy Matthews?
still injured.
Only when he posts clips with him and his wife when he's streaming.
Yeah, last update I saw from him was that the mobility in his ankle still not the best.
How long has it been? Respectfully.
A year, for sure, a year, because it was Australia. It was the last Australia Grand Slam.
Yeah.
Grand Slam.
So February.
All right.
Sure, a year.
I'll keep my comments to myself.
All right, cool. I think that covers it here. Yeah, unless y'all got anything else you want to go for chest here? Anything? Any takers? Buttercream, croc skin.
Buttercream, croc skin. No, I don't got nothing. Oh, things we did. So, couple things. One, WrestleMania tickets are cheaper, so continue to not buy tickets as they'll continue to drop prices. And because they're not getting any traction with ticket sales, they have also brought back watch parties. So
Yeah, the list of the blackout.
if you are a wrestling fan and you care about wrestling, it is in our best interest not to buy any WrestleMania tickets before the day of the show. That's all I'm saying.
The ticket purchase and the band lift don't correlate.
That's all right.
They're not but they're both good things. I would say they're both good things. But yeah,
You know what's crazy? It was like you had to lift that shit because niggas in Vegas like, bro, what you like? You know how many people buy tickets day of? Like,
yeah, I mean,
oh,
well, there's
shit's
just
here,
too
I'm
many
gonna buy it.
casinos and bars, and it's like, what do you mean I can't play this shit? Like,
You don't want us to
I
watch?
own Netflix. You tell me I can't play this? What the fuck you mean?
You can't open that door for your competition. You can't be like, oh, we're not gonna let you show WrestleMania and like the watch party, but let Tony reach out to a bar like, oh, you can watch Collision, even though it's not gonna equate the same. You can't allow that to happen.
Which is why my AEW is a very good thing to happen. Also, which is why
Terrible name.
If again, until you come up with a better one.
Is Tony going to listen to me? Oh my god, I'll start workshopping.
He might. You never know. Put on social media. You see everything.
I gotta give it. I'll let Jay do it because Jay's actual. So he'll look at my tweets and be like, "Oh no, this thing is fake."
As far as like opening the window, they're already doing that. We're taking WrestleMania to Saudi. So, like,
Yeah.
Honestly,
That's true.
This wouldn't have been as big of a problem if they would have just stuck with New Orleans. Excuse me. If they were just stuck with New Orleans, the prices were still going to be expensive. But like, again, like New Orleans is a cheaper, cooler Vegas. Like you can still drink on the streets. Like it's cheaper. There's better live music. Like Vegas is expensive as hell. Like they're desperate for people, which is why they.
Do you think they run it a third time?
Oh no, absolutely not. That would be iconic.
Well, I mean, they could do Saudi, but like
I couldn't hear that. What did he say?
do you think
He asked if we're going to do that.
Okay,
That would be
person at a
idiotic.
time.
I'm sorry.
Do you think they run Vegas a third time?
No, that would be the dumbest shit ever. Literally what you're saying. There's a reason why no one is buying tickets. So if you continue to not buy tickets, I think we'll be okay.
Okay, where would you place the next city if it's not New Orleans because they're getting something next? I think they're getting Money in the Bank. Where would you place WrestleMania after Saudi?
If personal reasons, personally, I put it in Seattle. It's been a while.
That or go back. That or go back to California, because they clearly want to do hotter states. After that whole WrestleMania 40 stuff, like they want to do hotter states. So yeah, go back to Texas or back to California.
And go and yes, Dallas is nice and has the bigger stadium, but maybe do Houston, because you can open and close the roof.
I'm going completely opposite. I'm going Madison Square.
It's not big enough. You would have to,
They've done it before
for WrestleMania.
Yeah.
How long ago?
Good question.
Yeah. So
Great question.
So
They wasn't.
Great question.
once you start doing football stadiums, we're not going back to basketball arenas, my guy. I'm sorry.
And they also do New Jersey. They did what, MetLife?
Yeah.
Was that? That's true.
That was the Cena and Rock joint.
MetLife is their New York.
Yeah.
So you're right.
So
Or Florida, God forbid, but ugh.
where else? Hold on, let me think. Shit, go to. You did SummerSlam in Tennessee. Go back to Tennessee, Nashville. Absolutely.
Yeah.
You can do San
2004,
Francisco.
they were in Madison Square Garden. Attendance was 20,000.
You said 2004.
Not big enough. Yeah.
Yeah, that ain't gonna work.
And if I'm anybody that's anybody, I'm not doing it in San Francisco next to that substation with the 49ers. Not taking that.
No.
Here we go. You and that electric magnetic.
Not taking that.
No, that shit is
You're
real.
right.
Not taking that.
You're right.
That shit is actually real.
I don't know what
Seth Nee gonna turn to string cheese.
Yeah, I don't know what Mike Evans was thinking. I don't know what he was thinking. He was like, "Yeah,
That's fucked up.
They one piece
I
away.
didn't put that
There's
together.
a reason why they're one piece away, nigga. All their pieces was falling off. The bone. Nigga, what is you talking about?
Tendernism.
Bro, you beat me to it. Yeah.
Tendernism.
What are you talking about? So, I would probably do, because you could do the football stadium or you can do the baseball stadium in Seattle. I would do Nashville. They're already doing Minneapolis for SummerSlam, more likely for Brock. I think they're contractually supposed to do one more event in Indiana too. So there's a chance that they might end up doing that.
Do Mania, Indiana?
It's possible.
I think it's SummerSlam, isn't it? I think it's a SummerSlam.
You might be right.
I think they're supposed to do 3 events in Indianapolis, if I remember right, or something like that.
Yeah, it's like 2 or 3 or something like that.
Houston. Arizona would be fire. No pun intended.
They could do Arizona,
especially because it when you get out, it's you talk about warm. It's gonna be warm. So there's a nightlife in Arizona. Where else?
Basically any place with a football field.
Yeah, Denver.
That's yeah, maybe. All right. Yeah, it's time for us to get out of here. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the show. Thank y'all for tuning in. We will catch you guys. I guess the next episode we'll go over fucking the winners and losers of fucking Revolution. But yeah, so we'll catch you guys in the next one. It's been real. Peace out.
Too sweet, Space Cowboys.
Believe in the wave.
You heard it there. Shout out to the DEO.
Oh my God.
DEO.